Federation. A dream that became a reality and spread throughout the stars. We are one family. Until the Dominion came. They brought war to paradise. Si vis pacem parabellum. If you want peace, prepare for war.
Oh, hey there, Questliners, and welcome to today's episode of Star Trek Adventures. I'm going to stop spinning now because I really enjoy that. I'd also like to mention that because we're playing Star Trek, it is our favorite Chief Miles Edward O'Brien's birthday today. So go wish Colmini a happy birthday on Twitter. Before we get started, I'd like to also do our land acknowledgements. So it is our... These are the traditional and unceded territories of the Musqueam Nation. It is our privilege to work, play, and create on these beautiful lands. I encourage you to go look up what lands you're on native-land.ca. Also, that this group uses a set of safety tools. So if you see anyone make an X symbol, we are going to shift out of that scene and away from any triggering stuff to protect our mental health. If you at home are experiencing any of these triggers, please just step away from your screens for a few moments and come back in like 10 minutes and we'll have shifted scenes by then. Or just skip to the next episode if you're watching on YouTube. That being said, we have a little scene change as we go to our planet side. And you hear from up above the captain beginning log. As Captain Sparrow says, Captain's logs, supplemental. The away team has been on the surface for just over 8 hours now. And while in orbit of this interesting planet, we've discovered that the ionizing radiation is the perfect buffer for getting Ensign Hanson out of the pattern buffer. We are attempting to beam him down to the planet now in the hopes that we will restore him to body and mind. This is the first time our Lieutenant Bixby, our chief engineer, has been able to implement such a procedure, and we are confident that it will work. Initiating the beam-out sequence now. You see a swirl of energy appear as down on the planet we have our crew who are in the middle of running away from some Jem'Hadar who have just dropped their shroud and began to engage them. Ensign Ava, of course, having spotted that thanks to her many years of training and being on guard, gunned one down and gave our crew the opportunity to hide inside the cave. As you rush inside, you see Ensign Hanson taking him under your shoulder.
Well, I just kind of put my hands on your back as you like materialize in front of me. I'll just kind of like shove you forward into the cave, like, get moving, Hanson! Wait, Hanson? And I'm gonna turn around. Ensign Ava, seal us off! Help! Like,
Aye, sir.
And we attempt to seal the cave behind us.
Okay, you rush inside. How would you like to shoot the entrance of this cave?
I'd like to try to see the entrance to just drop, to fire my phaser to drop a whole bunch, just enough of the rocks to just completely seal off the front of the cave.
Yeah, you know that deeper in this cave, there are high concentrations of like copper and some sort of like acidic compound that was like residue in the cave. You notice these veins kind of running along the walls as you kind of aim between them. Make a roll.
With my phaser?
Yeah, I'd say...
I would like to do an analysis of what minerals there may be and if whether or not they would melt or fail to support itself at the entrance. We want to make sure there's not a cave-in.
Yes, we are running short on time, so you're going to do like a full analysis
Yes.
and then try and convey that?
That's what I'm hoping.
Do you want to wait for the analysis?
How long is this gonna take?
2 seconds.
Okay, give me a difficulty 3 scan.
Yeah.
So that's going to be... tell me what it's going to be.
It'll be insight and science.
Insight?
Yes.
Great, let's go.
Okay. 2? Was it?
Yep, 2, and it's difficulty 3.
Oh, okay. Use momentum. Well, that's one success.
1 success.
Yes.
As you go to relay the scan material, you see that the Jem'Hadar get a disruptor shot off.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll spend the threat too. Oh boy. As the shot comes off, you see Ensign Nuree take a shot to the leg as she screams out and falls down and hits her head as she falls, going unconscious. Take your shot at the...
With the 7?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I get for playing it safe.
3 6s, 2 5s, and 2 1s.
That's a lot of damage. You collapse the entire front of the cave, perfectly encapsulating the entrance, sealing it off. If you wanted to shoot through this, it's going to take a long time. Or if you're going to move all that rock, it's going to take even longer. You estimate at least 6 hours.
Oh god.
There's tens of metric tons of rock in front of you now.
Were they right in front?
The Jem'Hadar.
Did I hit any
No.
of them? Oh, damn it.
Well, I was just gonna ask.
Victory may be life, but not like that.
I was just gonna ask if the entrance collapsed, maybe there was a little bit of an avalanche of rocks from the outside, or rock slide, I should say.
Can I roll for random rock stuff?
Take it easy, Ensign. Last thing we need is rocks falling. I'll tell you what. And I'll look back and see Ensign Nuree. Oh goddamn! And I'll reach down and scoop her up. How does she look?
Medicine?
Grab the scanner and frantically do that. I'm not the best person to do this, but I'm sure gonna try.
On medic.
Critical and 1 success. So
3 successes. Great. That is 2 momentum for you.
Oh, thank God.
It was already the app was already running.
Scanning, you see that she is bleeding out. She's unconscious at the moment. You know that Jem'Hadar weapons are vicious in their nature. They have an anti-clotting agent inside of their weapon, so you cannot stop the bleeding. You're trying to staunch the wound.
I grabbed one of those first aid kits. She should have 2 first aid kits on her. Mm-hmm. And I'll go for one and just look around Ensign Hanson, help her.
I'm a communications officer, not a doctor.
You got the blue, it's you. Let's go.
All right. I'll lean over, try and do a quick little assessment.
Assessment's done. I hand him the tricorder I use, and just hand you the stem pack. This thing's called
The med kit.
med kit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
There's hypo sprays in there.
spray.
All
Also
right, I'll
stuff.
try and
Do you have
patch her up.
Do you have medical training?
A little. I've touched on it on the edges.
It's better than mine.
Yeah. All right.
So at the moment, so this is a difficulty 2 to patch them up.
Okay.
Let me just. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so it's Conn and medicine.
I have no medicine. That's all.
Conn and medicine. Okay.
Yes. Our doctor is.
And the difficulty is 2. You need
Okay.
2 successes to remove this injury.
Okay.
I'm a pilot, not a doctor.
Ooh. 1 success.
Okay, so mixed results here. You apply several hypos, and you see that it's not really stopping the bleeding. So you apply a tourniquet.
Okay.
An old school way of really stopping that. Yeah, there's a lot of damage, but if
Okay.
you might be able to save the leg if you can get out of here.
All right.
You don't have tons of time, but
Okay. I'll rip part of my uniform,
she won't die.
tie it off.
Can you stop the bleeding at least?
Maybe for an hour, tops.
Yeah.
She's in rough shape.
All right. Well, let's not waste any time.
You see, Ensign Levine and Ensign Haddock, turn to... what are we gonna do in here? There's no way out of the back of the cave.
Well, we're gonna think of something.
Do some more readings into the cave?
I mean, at least they can't shoot...
It's gonna take them a hell of a long time, but that also means that our people can't get through.
That's a fact.
So just keep your wits about you. Why don't you 2 help look after Ensign Nuree? Gotta keep her leg up. You gotta keep her arms crossed. You gotta keep her upright, all right? Make sure she keeps breathing.
All due respect, Commander, she's not a plant. Xenobotanist.
You're wearing the blue, it's you.
Yeah.
Okay? Saddle up.
But still a person, as are you, and you know what to do. Well,
Well, you'd like somebody to care for you should you go down in this, as you pointed out, very harrowing circumstance we find ourselves in? Can I rely
Commander.
on you?
Yes, Commander.
That's right. Kind of like lay them down like, Ensign Hanson, what the hell are you doing here? How the hell are you doing here?
also welcome.
What's... I thought I was going to the holodeck. What is this?
Oh, right. Here's
Aren't we playing D&D? What did you guys do to the settings?
Oh, shit.
That's right. You didn't show up that day because you got lost. Ensign Hanson, you got lost in the pattern buffer for the. You got a little. Are you okay? Feeling okay?
Yeah.
You know what? I bet you $1 to the dime that it's the ionizing rate field around this planet helped correct the ionizing field that got you all twisted about in the first place.
Oh, that makes sense.
And also, that might help us out.
Perhaps. How so?
If it affected the frequency of the transport, then perhaps we can use that same frequency to go back up.
Great thought.
One problem, Lieutenant Commander. You see Levine look up. If you were to beam back up through it, then you'd be scrambled just like Hanson was.
We would not be in here anymore, though, now would we? And then the ship engineers can figure
But
out.
we can't communicate with this. I want you to sit and think about that. Maybe grab, oh geez, what the heck was that other one's name? Ensign,
Bean or haddock?
Haddock?
Haddock. Knew it was some kind of fish.
Haddock?
I just had me running up the creek. The Ensign Haddock. Why don't you and Ensign Haddock see if you can improve communications? Because if we can establish even the faintest communication, we might be able to attempt to teleport up and teleport ourselves back down somewhere else. Maybe next to the shuttle.
I said,
Sir, might I, as the
course.
communications officer, I'm happy to stay and help with Nuree, but, perhaps I can be of some use.
You already helped with Nuree, and you did a tourniquet like it was 1831. Why don't you hop on communications with Lieutenant Commander? He's gonna help you.
that's 1831 Earth time.
Right, sorry.
Yeah, you're just like, your hands are like covered in like green blood.
Okay.
Because Ensign is half Vulcan. Might want to clean that up. Up to you. But
I'll clean off a
You
little
just see
bit.
me
but,
like wipe my hands in the dirt.
I'm gonna bring the bag, her kit, just in case it's useful for us. We might need it.
Well, we got one with her, and you'll take the second. Ensign Ava, I want you to keep tight watch. Unless you got something tactical for me, I could use some ideas.
Okay, is there... Yeah, we need to run some scans in here. I need to see what's around us.
Am I sensing Haddock is confident?
Haddock has gone back to being quiet, but confident. Sure,
Okay,
yes.
confident in our adjustment for communications. Like, figure it out together?
Oh, Haddock will help. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Haddock's just some fun for you guys. Boss around.
Yeah, Haddock seems a little like shell-shocked. Like,
Yes, of course.
they've seen battle before, but
Yes.
not quite like that.
Am I able to, like, kind of calm them?
You can certainly try.
Okay.
How would you like to go about calming them?
Well, he's asleep.
Because I can sense their emotions, I can read their minds, so I can kind of go into a little bit of something that would sense or give them comfort.
Okay.
Go, Troy.
Yeah, essentially.
Go try.
Counselor Troy.
Don't get space pregnant on me.
Too late.
Poor woman.
Too late. Yeah, just eat some peptides and become a cake. It's fine. It's fine.
Peptides.
Yeah, sensing their emotions. Probably a command check.
Command? Okay.
And if you're trying to do them all at once, if you're trying to appeal to them all at the same time,
Yeah.
I'd say it's a difficulty 2.
Difficulty of 2? Okay. And this would be presence. Yes.
Yeah, presence and command.
Okay. Difficulty of 2.
Hell,
Are you attempting it?
No, I don't think I got it.
Should I go for one momentum? Just in case? Nah.
Could I lower the difficulty with one of my focuses is composure? And this will be kind of like I kind of like just lean over and Lieutenant Commander like kind of goes over and kind of building off of my conversations with Haddock and Levine to get this shit together.
Sure. I'd say that is well within your wheelhouse.
Okay, thank you.
Difficulty 1.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. 2 successes.
Yes.
All right. You just kind of like put a hand on Haddock's back and just kind of nod along, and he nods along with you, being a man of few words and quad quarters.
We're on the same level of calm.
He's like now using that to kind of like connect with Levine, who's also calmed down quite a bit now. You notice like Ensign Nuree is like resting. Heart rate is stabilized a bit. Her breathing is better.
Okay.
Seems good.
Wow, I'm just getting a sense of everyone now.
Yeah.
Folks, come back.
I'm back to it's a lot of emotions down here.
That's one. Lieutenant Ava, you got any ideas about
We still got that. What did we call it? The quad quarter?
Yep, you do.
Could we use it to try and see if there's a section of the cave away from this entrance that's maybe like thinner or some way we can get out that they wouldn't see?
Yeah, you see like Ensign Ava twitch, but can't communicate with you. But you go ahead and scan. Or direct someone to scan.
Who's got better scanning abilities? You? I mean, you got the
It's
scanner.
all coming back to you, Ensign. Let's see.
Ensign Haddock will like hand the quadcorder to you. This is a souped-up, enhanced version of a tricorder, taking like parts of several different ones, combining them together in like a jury-rig fashion.
Fancy.
That's how they were able to discover their quarry.
All right, so let's see. Let's go with insight and science.
Yep, sounds good to me. Difficulty of 2.
1 success.
1 success. So as you're scanning around, you're not really finding. There's no physical exits to this cave that you can detect with your scanner.
Okay.
What you do detect is a lot of water behind one of the walls of this cavern. Might lead to a way out.
Okay.
Might fill this cavern.
Yeah.
It absolutely will fill this cavern if there's no other way out.
I'm definitely concerned about that.
What do you got?
Recommendations. Can I sense or see if there's like, is it pooled water or is it just I can hear it or it's detected through the wall?
It's detecting moving water.
Okay.
Like I sensed
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
hours ago.
Like Ensign Nuree like twitching again, but
Haddock and I try and open this wall and see what's on the other side. We'll open the top part and hope that we can breach into some air pocket.
There's a lot of hope.
We did previously. We could go back.
Is there a way that perhaps we can send your scanner through the water and with the quad scanner somehow like pick up that signal? Maybe if we connect it to one of our comm badges, is there a way to, like sending a walkie-talkie down
Yeah.
a cave and seeing if you get a
And
signal
and
on the other
track
side?
it.
Yeah,
Bless you.
Ensign Happy. You feeling all right?
I think it was a bat.
well, of course, Commander, we could detect the properties of our comm badges if we send it down the river.
But would our comm badges tell us if we reached a breathable space, or if it was connected to a I'm just
Stick
spitballing
the
here.
comm badge on
no.
the quarter.
On the tricorder, send the tricorder down.
It's now a quadcorder, I thought.
Well, no,
Well,
we use the
somebody
quad
else
yes.
to receive, to amplify our signal so that when the tricorder picks up like a gap or a space or any kind of other reading.
Well, the liquid has to go somewhere.
But that's what I'm saying. As soon as we crack that hole, it's coming in here. but we need to know where that's going in a hurry. Because we need to know if we need to stop it from coming in or get our own asses in there.
I like this.
All right. I think it's
What
worth
do
the
you
risk.
think?
It's worth the risk.
All right.
We can't
Well-
go deep into the cave.
Well, the cave ends in this short order. It's a
you've been to
shallow
both
Because there was
cave.
the two ends.
Complete dead end?
Yep. You've been to both. Yep.
It looks like whatever was flowing through here, this might have been just like a shallow pocket that calcified over. And then the water's still flowing, but this cavern remains open.
Okay.
All right. It's up to you there, Ensign Hanson. So, please, tell us what you need. If it'll help, I have a little bit of, what the heck is it called? Trinillium wire. And I'll kind of like pull it out, and I'll offer that. I also have extra combat batteries in my like little utility pouch.
All right. So I look at you, and I just have a little tick again from.
Oh, like it's like it's not like a tick. It's like part of your face is like,
Just like-
phasing out. It's like whoa, okay. We take a while to get used to that. I hope that gets better, my friend.
All right.
That's scary.
We may need your phaser.
Somebody else's phaser.
No?
Did Nuree have a phaser?
You suddenly remember that both of the phases that Ensign Nuree had fell out. And
Oh yeah.
When we were
yeah.
in the trees.
Trek and the other two science kids. I don't think they weren't packing heat, were they? I don't think they.
Haddock and
of course,
Levine.
we are Commander.
Yes,
Oh,
we
right.
are at
This is
war.
war.
I like
grab
pull
one
it out of Levine's hands.
I
and,
need
like, hand
this.
it to you.
Okay. So,
All right, I can help with some engineering as well.
All right. So I'll dual phaser onto the same spot of rock at the top, and hope that we can breach through the material.
Well, yeah, if you need breaching, Ensign
I can do
Hanson's
that.
your person.
You need to make the.
We're making.
You're making the
I
thing.
got the. I got
Okay,
that. You know?
Be aware of the possibility of a collapse.
Well, hopefully we're that.
One of my
Let's
focuses
hope
is
that
hand
rubber goes
phasers.
somewhere.
I'm a real good shot.
Okay.
So-
How? Okay.
Here's how we'll deal with this. Make your scan to help with the shot.
Okay.
This is a difficulty 2 test to determine where to shoot with a mixed result, making it more difficult for Ensign Ava to shoot like, by picking
Use
the wrong
some
target,
momentum.
and with a full-on failure being potential water damage to your uniforms.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do this with a cautious science approach.
We gotta like build that little
Yeah,
rig.
yeah, yeah. You could build that.
So I'm gonna go with cautious science approach.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you attempt a task with that science, you may buy one or more d20s by spending momentum and re-roll a single d20.
Oh, you're gonna spend momentum.
I am going to spend a momentum.
Okay.
Just to shoot
So
a hole in the
3.
wall?
No, he's scanning to see to help me make a better shot to not flood us.
All right. And difficulty?
Makes more sense. He's the one who should have done the reading for the entrance to the cave rather than I. I feel guilty.
2 successes.
That's enough. So for you to accurately make a shot so that you don't
very
flood the
confusing.
cavern, you've got a pretty good spot picked out. This will be lowered from a 3 to a 2.
6 shots.
So a difficulty 2 shot to clear a hole where you can see where this rushing water is without compromising integrity of the cavern.
Daring and security?
Yeah, sounds pretty daring to me.
I think so. And I'd like to use momentum to gain an extra die.
Hot diggity.
Boom, done.
Okay. 2 successes.
Nice, just enough. Yeah, you're like holding it. Then you like you take your small shot, and then you remember, oh yeah, wide beam setting. Open it up, and then over the next few minutes, you tunnel through the rock and the copper to get to where the rushing water is. You see that it's tinged an intense like green color. Of course, you're looking around with your flashlights because it's inside of a cavern. Yeah, you take your double-barreled flashlight and like kind of poke in. You see that there's a small gap where there is air at the top of this rushing water. It looks to be about 2 meters wide and 1.5 meters deep.
How big is the air pocket?
Like 0.25 meters, not much.
Okay. So I'd like to relay this information to the crew and also suggest...
For you Americans in the audience, that's less than a foot.
Also suggest we maybe run a scan on this water because it's looking a little weird.
Or see how far it goes. Like Commander was suggesting
Ready?
for tracking.
I'm gonna build a thing.
How are you gonna build this thing? It sounds like engineering to me.
Yeah, definitely engineer. I like to use control and engineer
Okay, yep.
for some steady hands with a trinellium wire. I'd also like to use determination.
Ooh. How are you using this determination?
I would like to have the perfect opportunity. And as I kind of wire them together and just have that I knew I kept it for something and wrapped the little comm battery in, you'll see that comm the signal for a second just kind of comes out really strong feedback into everybody's comm badges sorry, wrong frequency.
As you make those adjustments, you just hear one of your dadmirals in your rank going is that becoming of a Starfleet officer?
And I just kind of look around and got him in here, Dad. I'm gonna get him out. So that is one automatic success. I'd like to buy a die with some threat.
Okay.
Two successes, no fails,
2 successes.
and +1 for the auto.
Yep. So 2 momentum gained through all of those actions. Yeah, you're able to just clear your Admiral Shen from your mind as you focus on the task at hand and create this very impressive-looking device. As you carry it over to the water, you put one end in.
Yeah, I wrap it. I take a little thing out of my pouch and I just kind of wrap it with some rations, which they're in sealed packages so they float.
Nice.
And I'll just kind of look at everybody here we go.
Here we go.
And what does it quiet? What does it say? What does it say? It's working?
The readings.
So I'm hoping that my tricorder can use some of the resonance from the copper in the cave to amplify.
Quadcorder now.
Yeah, to amplify the signals coming back.
Okay.
So
But you get automatically what this device is giving you because we've already been through the checks. So as you interpret the data from the quadcorder setup, what you get back is that this water's pretty toxic. In order for you to survive in it, you can spend no more than a minute tops. Otherwise, the organisms that live inside of the water will infiltrate your body and cause massive shock to your system. So travel by water might not be great unless you can find a way to overcome that effect. Otherwise, it's a little water shoot.
Is it just water?
What?
Is it just water?
No.
it's toxic water.
It's toxic? Is it
My
flammable?
organism.
Is it flammable water? No.
Okay. Wait, not necessarily water.
I mean, we're in space.
Well, you're on a planet, but in space.
How
Technically,
far?
we're all
We're
in
all in
space
space
then.
all the time. You're right.
How far has it traveled? Because we have the comm badge on it.
By this point, 30 seconds in, it's traveled a couple hundred meters.
Still going.
Still going.
Keep an eye on that.
As you keep an eye on that, what else would you like to do in this cavern?
I just turn.
You can hear phaser blasts outside as the Jem'Hadar are trying to get in.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Commander.
Little pebbles. I'm checking the environmental grid and seeing if there's any other weaknesses along the cave that maybe we could blast our way out of that direction instead of at the entrance.
From the preliminary scans that you've done of this tunnel and the extensive ones that you've done while staying in here, you know that there is a couple hundred meters of rock to tunnel up before you hit dirt, and then out into the jungle that's above this cave.
Okay, couple hundred meters.
It's sunken into the side of a hill.
Okay,
So and it's pretty dense, and there's also probably trees on the top there.
quite dense, yes, so a little bit looser.
So, because there's the two tunnels. One is where the water is.
Yep.
And then there's the other one.
That had the hollow out.
And the Jem'Hadar are slowly digging their way in. Could we, like, get ourselves into the other tunnel, and when they get in, blast the water so the water hits them?
Yes, but then it would also hit you.
Yes.
But somehow, like, make it so it doesn't. Make a barrier. Make a barrier. More rocks.
Okay.
More rocks.
Maybe, yes, that's actually not a bad concept. Maybe we can channel it.
Yeah. Into them. Leaving us more time to tunnel through somewhere.
Well, I don't think tunneling through's the ticket, but I think you might be onto something with luring them down at least one of them tunnels and doing the best we can. Either it be the water in them rocks, bringing it down on top of them. It's just, how do we guarantee that they all go to one
They would split up for
direction?
sure.
They would absolutely split up.
Put a comm badge over there and talk through it so they think we're all over there.
I like where that's headed.
Our mobility is also maimed because we are carrying one.
Yeah, we'll be mighty slow. They will get through whatever we throw at them.
But it's gonna take them a minute. It's gonna take them a while to get through. If we start moving,
Yeah, but there's no
That way now.
guarantee that they're going to be affected by the water like we are. They're super soldiers who can turn invisible.
would we be able to know that if the water would affect them? The same way.
Probably, like they're organic, and the nature of the organisms in the water also organic. It's possible.
Better question yet, we haven't stopped to ask yet, is what the hell are they doing here? And does it have something to do with this? And I like put the like containment jar with the like proto
The being.
change.
Yeah, you see, like Ensign Ava was still like holding on to it, and even though unconscious, was like still holding it. And you like pry your fingers off.
Don't make me get that knife, girl.
Still quite unconscious, but yeah, it's in your possession. Yes.
That is more than likely.
So they're out here. They're looking for this thing. Maybe
But-
they got a way to sense it. So maybe our plan wouldn't work.
Commander, what is that?
Oh, it's a proto changeling we found down here. It was nested up in one of the little nook in here. We got the sensor readings. That was the whole mission that we were deployed on.
Okay.
You missed that in a few weeks, I guess. Maybe like a month or so, but like not a big deal. You're fine now, right? Okay.
Really?
Yes,
you'll be
Commander,
fine.
yes.
We're always losing time in space.
Well, we're always in space, as we established. Kind of like put the jar down.
So, question: if we use a phaser power core into the tricorder, can we use it to mask the life signs? Or wait, the tricorders do that.
They do.
Could we use that to mask the life sign of the changeling so that they can't read that it's with us?
Or that it's
Possibly.
deceased.
If that's the reason they're here, you could certainly use that as a hypothesis to find out.
But we're still waiting for them to come in.
Yes.
And tactically, our best bet to stopping them is to get them while they're coming in. Not let them in and try and sneak around. But that is our best chance of getting off this rock.
yeah.
We either kill all them Jem'Hadars and come in, or we do the old Texas switch and get out while the getting's good and try and seal it behind us as we get out. But I like where your mind's at. The tricorder can definitely hide our signal, like kind of grab one and do it. Like boop, like block light signals. Like, there we go. Well, that's great. Good thinking, Ensign. Way to pay attention. I missed that part.
Ensign Levine looks up to you. You know, if we were trying to, and then your tricorder goes off. Just over 3 minutes for it to stop moving. It's still transmitting.
Yeah.
What do we got on the other side there?
It would seem that it probably ends into outside somewhere. It's lost its flow, its concentration, so...
Yeah,
Slowed
it is
down.
it's transmitting. It seems to be still surrounded by water, but it has stopped moving. It did detect light.
Detect what?
Light.
Light.
Ah,
We ain't gonna live much longer, even if we do have to dive in there. Maybe we can make them think that we went in there.
bad
Commander, I'm sure we could create some sort of compound.
camouflage.
Maybe, but I was going to suggest trying to inoculate ourselves against whatever organisms in the water.
Well, speak up. What do you think on it?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. It's not exactly my area of expertise.
Well,
but
we've been thumbing around down here making acids all afternoon.
how long can you hold your breath, sir?
As long as it's gonna take, Ted. I'll hold it until I fall out
Our
black.
med kits contain several doses of triox, which would help us to breathe for longer.
Don't we have breathing apparatuses in some of our kits? Didn't I suggest that we bring masks? And we did? At the beginning of the mission? Because I was worried about pollutants in the air?
I didn't pack any of this, sir, but if you tell
I'm
me
pretty
you
sure I did.
We brought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we
Where's your kit, sir?
Right here. Look, not enough for everyone. I was going
What's
to
in it?
suggest that we have it for Nuree. Because obviously,
Nuree brought the 2 medical kits.
yes. But I was what I'm suggesting is that if we're going to go in the water, that we would put the mask on her so that she can breathe because she's unconscious.
And you also hear like an alarm going off from the med kit.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh. I don't think any of us remembered what the doctor said, but we were supposed to take some sort of.
Oh,
injection.
right.
That's
Yeah,
why
that
we're all
was the thing.
loopy.
The radiation. Radiation.
That's
See, it
All
administers
right.
it to each of you,
Yeah.
and then to all of them. And
Oh, now that we can think clearly, we.
Of course.
Well, that's good for another 12 hours.
Well, let's hope we're not down here for that much longer. What do you need? How can we help you collect samples or something? Like what?
We need the medical tricorder on that water and see if the compounds in this medical kit can be combined together to offer us enough protection. Holding my breath for 3 minutes seems a little extreme, though.
Again, breathing apparatus mask.
Oh, right. Packed enough for everybody.
Well, not everyone.
It's okay. I'm fine. I'll
Four
hold
people.
my breath.
4 people.
There's a small gap above the water. Very slight.
Yes.
For only 4 of us?
Yes.
I got it. I'll figure it out.
You and me.
We got
Hold
it.
our breath. Let's go.
For 3 minutes?
Let's hope so.
There's pockets. You said that there was the gap at the top. I'll make that work.
We just gotta stop long enough to get a breath.
Yep.
All right. So, I guess. Will Haddock help me with the inoculation there, Commander? Try and get a sample and.
Well, you can help Levine.
Okay.
She's the microbiologist.
All
right. Xenobiologist.
All right. You and me and Levine.
And you got the quadcorder, so
No, botanist.
xenobotanist.
It's not biology.
Sorry, it's not my, okay? Things I do, things you do, all right? It's got, get to.
All right. You want to collect the samples and then bring them back here?
I guess so.
All right.
Nope. You're on your own.
On my own. All right.
Like the Ensign's just hopelessly lost at the moment. Kind of has her attention divided amongst many things.
Okay. So I'm going to, again, use momentum for a cautious science.
Okay. As you do that, I'll also remind our chat of how momentum and threats work. So our players can use momentum, and they can build the momentum all the way up until they have 6, and they can use that to buy more dice, create advantages for themselves, or create disadvantages for their enemies. They can also, I can use threat in a similar fashion, and you at home can spend 100 bits and influence these 2 pools, either for the players with their momentum or for threat.
Now, what's the difficulty of this one? 2?
To collect 1.
1.
Mhm.
Okay. And then, all right, so I'll just,
With the consequence being that you collect the wrong sample.
okay, I'll just roll 2.
You always roll 2 d20.
Yeah, just my normal 2. I'm not going
And
to
then,
buy momentum.
you're not going to buy?
Not for collecting the sample. If I'm going to
Put this back.
build anything out of it, then I'll check that. All right. Ooh, 2 successes.
Now you get one more.
Yes.
Equal to one task. As you gather the sample very carefully, you don't get any on your hands, and you analyze it on the tricorder, you are able to determine a solution by mixing several of the compounds in the medkit. It means that one of the medkits will not have any more hypos that can help with any sort of injuries, but you'll still have the other medkit to work with. So it will consume all of the available resources in there.
We'll do it.
I think it's worth the risk.
Yeah, placing them into one of the little containers. It automatically mixes the perfect portion that you need, and you're able to administer it with hypo sprays.
All right.
Ooh, that one kindles. Ensign Nuree.
I'm kind of interested.
Yeah, all of your eyes are glowing a little green for a moment, and it settles.
Mine just stay black.
All right. This should
Holding our
last.
breath, otherwise, well, we don't want the Jem'Hadar getting in here.
Well, hopefully they won't know where we went. Ensign Ava, can you do a little cover up? Do our best to kind of hide our tracks, or maybe fake our tracks down one path or the other? I'd really
Absolutely.
prefer it if they didn't follow us. Maybe even collapse the.
I was just about to suggest.
behind us.
Or
Yeah.
collapse one of the tunnels, showing that we tried to blast our way out, but it fell on us.
And then mask our life signs, they think we're dead.
And then maybe someone could leave a boot.
Ooh. Not
Ensign
mine.
Nuree.
Slowly
Get
boot.
some green blood on it. Just kind of
Sticking out of the rock.
gotta get this off my hands anyhow.
What order
so
are we
yeah,
going
you
to go,
po-
Commander?
Pardon?
What order are we going to leave?
Order.
I'll go first, sir.
You've got 4 breathers, right?
4, yes.
Okay.
So
Remember
you
that
are-
Ensign Nuree is unconscious.
Yes.
She gets one.
1.
Yes, though the body would naturally not breathe if it was underwater.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the doctor. She would know that. I wouldn't.
We don't know this stuff here.
Commander, can you give me a crash course on how to swim? I've never done it.
you probably
Growing
won't
up on the
need to be-
moon,
Fair enough. Which moon?
oh, I thought that was enough for you to understand that. Well, we folk in Tycho City still call it the moon. You would call it Luna.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. I'm human, but I've actually never really spent too much time on Earth. Spent a long time on ships.
One day we'll have to go and experience sunrise together.
well, of
Until
course.
then, how do you swim?
Very, very well. But I need to be carrying Ensign Nuree. I'll make sure she don't get bumped around too fierce. Perhaps Ensign Ava can help you out a little bit.
Is there a trick to it, or?
Don't panic.
You're gonna feel like you're gonna
Do
feel
my best to help keep you up, but don't panic.
The water is gonna get over your face. It's gonna cover your face. It's gonna get into your face and into your nose.
Nostrom.
I need you to just stay calm, because just trust that there will be a moment where the water won't be on your face. So instead of getting worried about being underwater for a long period of time, just be ready to take that breath and focus on that moment, because sometimes it'll happen very quickly, and you need to be ready. And if you ain't ready, then you gasping. And you don't want to be gasping, you need to be breathing. You understand?
Right. Okay.
Listen,
do
you're
that.
a Starfleet officer. This ain't the academy no more, but you've had your training. And I believe that you and Ensign Haddock, and maybe even Ensign Hanson, can live through this.
Life or death, sir. Yep. That's what we train for.
Preferably live.
And as
Always
she
laugh.
says that, you hear from behind as the rocks start to shake loose from the collapse.
Don't shoot, we gotta go.
We should get.
You see a few streaks of light starting to come through. They're getting close.
All right.
Okay.
Return fire. Just keep them busy.
Okay. Looks like I'm going for a ride.
Lieutenant Commander.
Are you going one at a time, or are you just gonna all go at the same time and hope for the best?
How big
One
is
at
this
a time.
hole? Can we not?
It's It's like a little water slide. As was.
I suggest we
Yeah,
straight up
so
the
like
Goonies
it's
this.
not- we're straight up. It's-
All right. Lieutenant Commander Nostrom, Haddock, Hanson, Nuree, myself,
bring
Ensign
up-
Levine, and Ensign Ava.
I'll go
You're gonna
last.
take that down right as you jump in.
right as I jump in, dropping it.
So I'll take with me the leftover med pack and whatever the creature is.
You got it.
Okay.
Good.
We're
Very
ready.
good.
On your count, Lieutenant Commander.
1, 2, 3, go.
Wow! You all go.
Goonies
Just
never
as
die!
Fire to collapse it in.
Okay. It's a difficulty 0 to go into a water slide, so you're good there. For those of you holding your breath, I'll make you an offer. You can take a stress for the next team, and that will be considered the check to go through. Or you can try to roll for it, and in which case, if you fail, you'll take 2 stress.
Ooh. I kind of like that.
What's the difficulty on that?
It will be a difficulty of 2.
I have a focus of survival.
Okay. That makes
Drop that
sense.
to 1.
It will drop to 1 for you.
Okay.
I'll take the
I'll roll
stress.
for it.
Stress?
I'll take 1 stress as well. Oh, wait.
Are you holding your breath?
Oh, no, I'm not.
You brought maths.
I brought math.
So it's you with a mask, Nuree with a mask.
Yes.
Who are the other 2? Levine?
It would have to be, Levine was the one that was panicking. And, are you holding your breath?
Yes.
You're holding your breath?
Yep.
I'm worried about...
Haddock can probably hold his breath.
Haddock can probably hold his breath? All right. I'm
You get a
worried
mask.
about
Haddock takes stress.
Ensign Hanson.
Phasing.
Exactly.
All right. Let's see it.
And he just got read through.
What would
so
that be for?
Perhaps not all of that.
Sounds. I'd say I'd
Daring.
accept daring or control. Both seem real.
I like dare.
Yeah, and fitness for sure.
Or fitness, yeah, fitness. And then
Fitness and command, or possibly security?
security because it's my
Part of your training?
It's part of my training.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fitness and security.
Yeah.
Let's go. You only need 1 success.
2 successes.
Boom, shot.
Boom, more momentum. We're remembering today. Momentum.
Yay.
Okay, so with that, yeah, you hold your breath. You've held your breath through worse.
Yeah.
You've held your breath as like bombs have been dropped on the
Absolutely.
houses above you. This
This is
nothing.
easy.
Just got real.
Sorry, back up.
It got real.
The occupation was no joke.
I'm not laughing.
No, you're underwater in a water slide. As all of you go through this like watery chute, not even having to like go up for breath, you make it all the way through, and come out into like a small waterfall that jettisons you into a little lake. As you make for shore and get yourselves out, you've all made it, and there are no Jem'Hadar in sight.
I was still inside of a cave system.
You're not inside of a cave system.
We're
You're
outside.
outside.
Yeah, there's light.
Coming out on the other side of this like hill, you estimate you're at least a kilometer or so.
Can we communicate? Now that we're out.
Will the ionic field still be present, but I'll try. Binary. Do you copy? It's an emergency frequency.
Perhaps
Yeah,
I could
like
boost the
shorts out.
signal? No.
You want to boost the signal? How?
Well, with the ions that we were talking about earlier that interfered with the transporter, maybe.
That is what is causing the
Okay.
interference.
I promise you, when we get to the ship, they'll be able to answer that question for you because they did the beaming. We don't
Alright.
have those readings down here.
And with your success, you're also able to blow up the chute.
Excellent.
So there's no more waterfall after you all get out, but
Excellent.
maybe it's for the best. You've evaded the Jem'Hadar for now, but they're still out there. You are an 8-hour hike through the dense jungle to get back to your shuttle.
Carrying Ensign Nuree.
Yes. Haddock will be one of the people carrying Nuree.
Oh, okay. So I'll
Makes like a little cart, like
Yeah. Pulls along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
Shit is gross.
Is it
I feel my
still
skin
daytime? Like, is it going to be nighttime soon?
Yes, it is actually going to be night very soon.
Oh no.
Going through the jungle at night.
Into the jungle.
Yeah, you've got about 2 hours of daylight left.
Okay. And we know where we're going.
You get the gist, yeah. Like
Yeah,
you said,
we know the
your
land.
tricorders-
We know the layout of the landscape. So, were we on the opposite side of the map?
You
Do we have
technically don't know the lay of the landscape because you are in a section that you did not see when you got to it.
Right.
Let's assume
But you
it's gonna take a
could
little longer uphill.
figure out how to get back using your tricorders to
Yes.
triangulate your position.
We do have them pattern buffers over there. Maybe we can pick up a signal on the shuttle.
Perhaps like climb a tree or get higher ground.
Well, let's get up out of this valley before we start swinging around them trees. We also know what's inside of those trees, so let's stay frosty.
the
Ensign Hanson.
double-tailed
There's
boys?
like double-tailed lizard monkeys, and also giant bats that eat them. So let's just stay
Well,
frosty.
they eat the babies.
Well, we know that they probably would eat them because we dressed up like them and they don't flip. They're their own babies.
And
We'll tell you all about it.
no,
You don't know what happened to the babies. That
they could have hatched and flew away, or swung away.
Commander's log. I know what happened to the baby. All right, let's take off. Let's get out of here. Let's get out. Yeah, let's just get on. I want to make time. Well, we got it.
Commence
Jem'Hadar will not be troubled by us for too long, especially if we're looping back.
As we start off, can I do so one of my talents constantly watching, so attempt to detect any danger that is around us before we, or as we
As you
check
do.
out?
Yep. And because you activated your tricorders special ability, your life sends are being masked to the best of your knowledge.
Okay.
Can I pick up the old one that we set up?
Oh yeah, did we
That
get
was out
that
of the
one
water?
back?
The like.
Oh yeah, you get it back.
combo
Yeah.
set up? Like, all right.
Get all your stuff.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna fucking hide it right outside of this door so we know if they followed us.
Yeah.
I'll just kind of like stack it up and do my best to
Yeah, you have
seal it.
your combat badge on it. I'd say like it could probably transmit to you for the entire duration.
Excellent.
Great work. Let's move.
Yeah. Stack up some rocks and leaves so it looks like it's a person.
All right, Lieutenant Commander, why don't you take us into the woods here, Ensign Ava? I want you on eyes watching our behinds.
I said.
So can I roll
Let's
this to see
move,
if I
Hank.
detect anything right off the bat?
Yeah,
we go
security and
Insight?
yeah.
These things are awful when they get wet, I'll tell you.
Remember, it's a difficulty 4 down to 3 to detect anything in a shroud. So
And then my constantly watching reduce the difficulty by 1.
that's what
That's what you're adding to it,
Yep,
I see.
Yep. So difficulty 3 check to spot anything shrouded. So if you get 3, you'll know if there's
Anything or
yeah.
not. Oh, I'm
Go
using.
big.
If you get under that, you'll just be pretty sure it's safe, but you're not.
3 of them, get 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 3 of them.
Okay, using 3 of our momentum over here.
Two successes and a crit fail.
Interesting. Very
I tripped.
interesting. Again, I'm gonna bank that fail for later and increase my threat. And as I do that, I'm going to say that no, you don't really notice anything around you. There are some of like the hazardous plants that you've seen before, but you're able to easily avoid them without adding really much time to your journey.
Can we spend another momentum to obtain information and see if that scan can maybe give us like an advantageous route?
Yeah, that's a great use of obtain information. You here's the question I'll pose to you though. Do you want to try and find the route that you used to get here, or do you want a brand new one?
I want a brand new one.
Absolutely.
Do not want a double bag.
So then there's two caveats with that. Getting a new one means that you will not know the dangers that are along that path.
I understand.
Okay.
There's less likely to be Jem'Hadar, and I'll shoot bats all day.
Yeah, so instead of like going one way around one of the hills, you go the other way and by like a small lake, another lake.
Perfect. Good job, Ensign. Let's make a move. That way. Yeah.
You get about 90 minutes into your journey when your tricorder setup on the other side goes out.
Self-destruct. Just kidding. I didn't make it do that.
The last bit of telemetry that was sent is that there are now 5 Jem'Hadar.
Oh, wow. We got a nickel's worth of them bastards. Let's pick up the pace, people.
So there are 90 minutes on your tail as of this point. You can try to rush along and get to your destination. Of course, Nuree will need to get medical attention as soon as possible, as their leg may be in trouble. A tourniquet applied for any amount of time.
Right, I understand.
Very
That's why I'm
dangerous.
on the hustle.
I would suggest that there's a small team that goes ahead with Dr. Nuree to the ship to get her medical attention as soon as possible, and that some may stay behind to set up traps.
Yeah, traps.
I appreciate that. Any one of us goes wandering off alone, especially with an injured person, we're going to see some trouble. Guaranteed. Predators out here, they're going to love this. We're literally laying a trail for them to follow as well, so I don't think we're going to be able to keep pace. I don't think we'll be able to stay ahead of them.
Well, they're going to catch up eventually.
I like this idea of traps, though. As we keep going, set up traps behind.
Traps will take that time. All that time we use is the time we lose.
It is going to be dark, right quick.
And they aren't.
One of my
gonna
focus is ambush strategies.
Maybe we can set up a little
I
fire,
could set up-
suggesting that like they're huddled around a fire, but then they come in to flank us, but we're not actually there. It's just little stuffed rocks and twigs and whatnot. And then we can come up from behind them and be like, haha, surprise!
I don't love it, but I don't think that we can best them on foot either. I think whatever we're gonna do, we gotta decide right now, because it's one or the t'other. We either try to run or we try to fight. I like this ambush idea, setting them up, maybe make them think one of us is the injured one, get the drop on them. But they're the Jem'Hadar. I do not want to underestimate this enemy. One thing I've been learning in my mission reports is them suckers keep coming. If there's 5 of them now, there'll be 8 later. We still won't be able to outrun them. Maybe there's a way, and I'll kind of like look up into like the canopy and like the trees, like maybe there's a way could get the jungle to help us out a little. Maybe deter them.
Commander, you wanted the jungle to help us?
Right,
Xenobotanist. That's what I do.
right. Well, you like making medicines and stuff.
Is there a flower?
No, Commander, I appreciate the levity of the moment, but please try to concentrate. We could use. Remember that dangerous plant that we?
Yes,
went
I was
around?
just about to suggest. Is there a
We
flower?
could set up a trap around that, in addition to all the other traps that I'm sure you would know lots about,
Absolutely.
right? So if we want to make a stand,
Hell
that's
yeah.
where we would do it.
All right.
I told you before that I was training at a certain phaser level. That I may have been an exaggeration of my skills, sir. I'm not.
I'm not gonna fault you for not being able to fire a phaser, okay? Like that's not what we need right now. What we need is that xenobotany.
That's not what my last one-on-one said, Commander. You were
Well-
pretty harsh.
Can the flower be combusted and therefore the poison becomes airborne?
If we must destroy a plant for our survival, I guess that's all right, but I'd prefer not to destroy it and feed these Jem'Hadar to it.
For the fate of the many, Ensign.
Sure, that typically applies. just us.
I'm talking about the plant. It's one.
Oh,
for us.
oh yeah, for the plane. Yeah, yeah.
Well, someone's been reading up on Ambassador Spock, haven't they?
So?
Sir.
Right. Well, get cracking. What do you need? Let's go. Okay. Ensign Ava, Lieutenant Commander Nostrom, can you please find an area to set up this ambush?
I've already found 2 possible
Amazing.
points.
You're so good. The Ensign Hanson, can you go with Ensign Haddock and Ensign Levine? Please help collect whatever they need to make this poison, acid. What's the deal? What are you thinking?
The plant responds to motion and will constrict our enemies to death. Should we lure it into there?
Amazing. Let's find that. I like that a lot. That sounds great.
No, just murdering 8 beings, 5 beings. What?
They deserve it.
You know, it's not you doing it. No, all you're doing is setting us in the right
Being an
direction.
accessory to
I know what you're
murder.
saying. I don't
Yep,
like it either.
It's you or them.
I know.
Why don't you take that and just think about how Ensign Nuree probably feels right now?
She's going to consider this, and because this is challenging her values, is going to get that point of determination back
Okay.
while you set up this trap. So you know there are 5. With your experience, there could be as many as 8. How would you like to lure the Jem'Hadar into this trap?
I think first we need to find a safe spot for Nuree and all that and cover those tracks. And then create what looks like our tracks leading into this ambush site to start with.
You're the expert.
Yeah, I know. Then trying to think of what type of trap we can use to lure them into the plants. Because we can't move the plants or do anything with the plants because they'll get us. So we've got to get them to the plants.
Bait.
We gotta first find them plants and go to them.
It would be easy enough to find the plants. Because you used that momentum earlier to obtain information,
Right.
you do know where your original path is, but you know how to forge a new one afterwards.
Commander, how have they been tracking you so far?
Probably Nuree's blood, and their gem flipping her dar. So I don't know. They're doing it, and they're gonna do it super well. And plus, one of us is bleeding right now, as you can see.
Yeah, as much as your life signs are masked, there are faint signs of tracks that you would be leaving. As much as you're trying to touch it up, they're
of the
supernaturally
best.
good at this. They've been bred for this
Killers.
purpose.
Ensign Haddock, why don't you just switch jackets with me here, and I'll kind of pull off the top part of my uniform. As difficult as that is, unzip me.
Why, sir?
Because I'm going to take the blue, you're going to take the red. Because Jem'Hadar shot somebody in blue.
I mean, why, sir?
We're going to talk about
Are we
that
going
question much later.
Can't I just take my jacket off and hang it on the plant?
What? No. They're going to see somebody they're going to approach. That's going to lure them in. We need something to bring them into the area. They're not going to hey, there's a jacket, we better go poke it with a stick. They're going to want to confirm the kill. Understand? And that'll get them in. And by and by, just give me your jacket, and we're going to talk about the why later. You take the red one, I'll take the blue, I'll take some of the, kind of go and redress Ensign Nuree's wound. Just kind of cover it up the best I can, and kind of treat that, and whatever blood I have on myself, just kind of tear a hole in my leg to match
Make it.
her injury, and just kind of smear that around, and basically have the blood trail end where I will be in the center of this mess.
Okay.
I'll go with you and pretend like I'm tending to your wound.
They'll shoot you immediately. I think that's a terrible idea. There's a chance they'll shoot me immediately as well, but I'm willing to take that in order to lure them in.
Okay.
I need your shot
I
with
will
eyes
be in that area,
in a
hiding.
vantage point, saving my behind. So thank you for the
I
offer.
have fire at will, so I can track
Lieutenant Commander?
multiple targets.
I need your experience on this. What do you think? We getting crazy here?
I fear that we have no choice in the matter, but we do need to get Ensign Nuree out of here right away. So obviously cover the tracks, have her in a safe location. We have located the flower, and I found 2 plausible points, one for entry, one for exit. So with the entrance being, we can set it up where the flower would fall into a path and therefore encompass the poison into the air, and also for the flower to potentially grab whatever is nearby.
I love that. Hit them with everything we got. Anything at our disposal.
It is going to take a little bit of ingenuity, but it shouldn't take much time.
Oh, you got that in spades. I trust you, Lieutenant Commander. Thank you.
Thank you.
You see Ensign Levine approach again. Well, if I may, Commander, now that I've pointed out what you need to do, I don't really have anything else to do. I could carry Ensign Nuree back to the shuttle.
I would prefer. I understand that, but if you go out there into the dark,
The
into
commander's
the wilderness,
concerns is that predators will get both of you. And then we've lost 2 members, not one.
I'm not willing to risk both of you, and I appreciate that very much. And I'm sure Ensign Nuree, were she awake, would agree entirely with me. So we're gonna find you the dandiest hiding spot, and we're gonna cover you both up, and we're gonna come get you when this is all over. So don't you fret. Okay? You've done amazing work. You'll see commendations on your next one-on-one. And if I have been harsh, it's because this situation, this jungle, this time right now is a harsh time. It's a dangerous
Commander,
time. This is war, and I'm sorry that you're caught up in it. It's not why I wanted to be in Starfleet either. It's not why Lieutenant Commander wanted to join Starfleet. It's definitely why Ensign Ava wanted to join Starfleet, but that's not the point.
Try being an empath and sensing an entire ship exploding, yet you can't do anything about it.
Right. Well, it's not about comparing ourselves right now. It's about being the best what we can.
I'm not trying to compare anything, I'm just trying to say that they're not alone. Just trying to state that we're all in this together.
And together we are. And we're going to stick together, not wander off. You understand? Ensign Hanson, where the hell are you, Ensign Hanson? I'm doing a whole thing.
I'm sorry, Commander. I was wandering off. I was just playing with the tricorder.
Damn, Ensign
Together!
You could have been stuck in some pattern buffer again. I don't even know. Just coming and going as you
I
please.
thought I could make communication by standing over there.
All right. Well,
On the
thank
hill.
you. Welcome back.
So, how
Stay
was it?
with us.
It's bleak. Sunset's coming fast. Real fast.
All right, we gotta
I
get
would
Nuree back.
just like to use inspiration as my focus to help Ensign Levine settle her nerves and find a good hiding spot.
No, there.
One success.
One success is enough. Had you not succeeded, she would have gained a point of stress, but yeah, she's not going to get worse.
Okay.
She and Nuree are hidden for the time being. You've got your traps kind of set up. And then the rest of you are waiting with phasers to hit your targets. There are 4 of you, because if Haddock's going to shoot as well.
Haddock will shoot. Levine will stay with Nuree.
There will be 4.
So there's 4 shots to make.
You're doing your
5
poison
that you know of.
Yes, I was also doing the...
So you've got to take 1 with your trap.
Yes.
What kind of trap are you setting?
I have with my fire at will that I can track multiple targets. What I want to do is try to fire them, not necessarily for a lethal kill, but try to fire at like their leg or something to trip them into the plants.
Okay.
Ensign Nuree, and I offer you
Ensign Ava.
Ensign Ava.
Rude.
He's got jungle fever.
Yeah, I'm sick from whatever the hell was in that water table. I offer you the quadcorder. So that is a overpowered core that you might be able to take that first shot, maybe scatter them a little bit.
Yeah. I like that.
Overcharge it.
Just like fire a phaser at it, like a claymore.
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay. tricorder bomb thing.
Yeah.
Set up, ready to go off. That's doable with just a regular tricorder, by the way.
Yeah, now there's...
That's a
like,
Miles O'Brien special right there.
yeah.
Hunted
Let's
down
go.
Garrick. Yeah, no problem. We can replicate that. Okay, so you've got a little booby trap set. Everyone else is in position, ready to take shots.
I'm gonna just keep the med kit at hand, drop everything else behind some roots, and that way if someone gets hit, I can try and provide medical assistance as best as I can.
Well, you should try at least one phaser shot in the ambush round, you know, like when they come into the surprise.
yeah.
Just take a shot. You never know what's going to happen. Just don't shoot me.
You miss 100% of the
shoot each
shots you
other.
ever take.
Don't shoot yourselves, and most importantly, don't shoot me.
So we're gonna put this as like kind of an extended task. For this all to go well, each stage is going to contribute.
Sure.
We need a total of 6 successes to get a breakthrough here.
Okay.
So each of you are going to make your checks utilizing parts of your mission. If you are fully successful, you will have taken them all out.
Okay.
If you are not quite successful, but kind of successful, we will initiate combat at that point. A conflict with the Jem'Hadar.
Because we're all working together, I would like to use advisor. So it's whenever I assist another character, I can, if I'm using command discipline, which I would be, any character can be assisted with a re-roll of d20,
Okay.
just in case.
So we'll start it out with you kind of like springing the traps. So you're playing possum until you can get in and kind of like push them into it.
Sure.
So that's kind of like the trigger for it. So doing that sounds like a daring maneuver to me. Unless you disagree.
Well, I mean, I'd prefer a control.
Control.
And you can hit multiple targets.
Yeah, explain like how
can
you
track
how this is a control.
For me,
Situation.
control, like it's about like staying perfectly still. Let's just say I like lay down in an anthill.
Yep.
And they're like,
God.
well, it's a jungle. They're literally everywhere. Like I'm laying down, and it's just kind of like me focusing, and all I hear in my ear is Admiral Shen, like. This is a foolish plan. This is a stupid thing that you're doing. Like, this is more of your team's going to get hurt, and I'm just like, I'll see that they won't. And using away team tactics or composure, my focus, I would like to roll control and security.
Okay.
And because like it's being triggered with me like doing the thing, can I use my talent, the mean right hook?
Oh, okay, sure.
3 successes.
Okay,
No
moving
crits.
along. Your trap is also going off. Again, this sounds like a daring maneuver to me. but
Absolutely.
Daring and security.
Yep.
Okay.
Now. Okay, yes, that first. Let's do that first.
Yeah, remember, you're all working together, so if we are able to get to this breakthrough, you'll each have a chance to describe what you're doing.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. 1 success.
Okay. Well, you two are shooting, though, right? And you offered assistance, though.
I offered advisor, which would mean that if someone were to miss, I can have them re-roll the d20.
Gotcha.
Since we're all shooting and assisting together. I can be like,
Do you want Ava
No.
to reroll, or do you want to wait?
I'm sorry?
Do you want Ava to reroll, or do you want to wait?
Do you think,
I got 1 success.
do you need 2?
We need 6 to pass.
Need
So
6?
far we have with my you got 2,
3.
you got 3, so
halfway
we're at
there.
4. We're
So that's
halfway there.
4.
And there's 2 more of us. So I think we're going to save it.
Yeah.
For now. But is it Ensign Hanson shot now?
Yeah, you can both take your shots.
Simultaneous.
If you're just shooting, both of
Yes.
you go. I'm going to spend some threat, though.
Oh,
I'm going to spend 4 threats. Oops, that's the wrong way. There we go. With that spend, I'm going to increase both of your complication range is to 18, 19, 20.
Okay.
Possibility of 3.
Well,
You're taking shots, so this is
Yes.
security and security and daring.
yeah. Yeah.
Then I'll use determination for the perfect opportunity.
Okay, you use up your determination to get one success.
Add a single bonus d20 to my pool.
Oh, you're gonna do so roll 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Together.
A perfect opportunity. You add one that is automatically a crit.
Oh, it's all automatically
So
a
you
1, so
already
it's
have
automatically
one.
2, so we already passed.
So you
Keep rolling.
Oh, okay.
Because you can hit
That's
these
fine.
complications.
Yes.
Right.
So you're rolling 2, 1 auto.
1 complication, 1 success.
Another critical success.
Okay.
So 2 critical successes from me.
So 4.
Yes.
Bringing our total to 4, 3, 10, 8, 9, and then a complication.
1 complication.
We'll lower it down. Okay, interesting. So the complication is that one of the Jem'Hadar will get a shot off before falling victim to your trap. As all of this is going off, so you make your kick. What's this look like?
I'm just kind of like curled over, and as the Jem'Hadar just like walks to like bayonet me basically to like make sure I'm down, I kind of like grab their weapon, like shove my knife into their like chest as I like just fly up with like all the force I have, driving them back, keeping a hold of my knife as it like falls back into the plant, and then like the like tendrils just start grabbing it as it like kind of reels back, like the obviously the knife wound not like taking it out, but it just kind of like gets grabbed, and then with like the second swipe just cut one of its white lines.
Yeah, this like dark bluish purple Jem'Hadar blood, almost gray in parts of it, splatters across as he is being consumed by the plant. Your charge goes off.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire. So I assume 1 going over to you, and then the group of them, and I'm gonna fire at the closest one, trying to hit so that I can blow them back that way. So my crazy claymore thing going at the first one, just trying to slow them at least down so that when the other shots go off.
Yeah, the way that you take your shot, you cause one of them to stumble, which pushes 2 of them into the threat zone. As the tricorder explodes, both of the force carrying them into the tendrils of the plant as they continue to be subdued. And then you 2 are taking shots. Yeah, you just hit the last 2 dead center as they fall. But the one that you shoot looks at you and tries to take a shot and is going to do just that. And does hit you.
Okay.
However, Ensign Haddock is going to dive in front of you and take the shot for you.
Fool.
Oh, that's not enough.
Why would you do that?
That's a lot of 2s. He looks very hurt. So you know that as he takes the shot, like center mass, he is that anti-clotting agent is going to cause a lot of problems for this. As he just you rush in. The other Jem'Hadar have been subdued.
Yes.
The conflict is over, but you do have
Haddock in my arms.
I just kind of like flick the blood off of the knife, like, good work, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. Damn fine shooting it. It's Haddock. And I'll just kind of like rush over there, like,
Already holding Haddock.
Lieutenant Commander. And I kind of like look at the wound, like medicine of 1. I already know this guy's definitely gonna die though.
Yeah, like the blast is like right in the center of his chest. There's not a lot you can do.
I'll just hold him and kind of, give him the feeling of that everything will be okay.
Grab his hand.
Yeah, and then you see that it's your uniform on him.
Yeah. And I just hear my dad's voice just like whispering behind my ear as like the grip in my hand just like gets lighter and lighter
until it feels like, as tightly as I'm grabbing it, I could almost like crush it if I wasn't careful. And I'll just like lock eyes with Haddock. You did fine. Fine Starfleet officer. How about a lieutenant? Red looks good on you.
Just put me back in the lake. And he just loses all control
And I
as
just
his vibes fade.
I look at the commander and I'm just.
Do the like eyes closed. Kind of like fix the uniform a little bit, like straighten it up. It's kind of like, I'll take it. I'll take it, Lieutenant Commander. Why don't you, a lot more heavy than Nuree. Why don't you go check on Nuree?
I'll go attend to Nuree. And
Ava, you're with me. Why don't we make sure these Jem'Hadar don't got any more kick in them? Is it Hanson? Clean up our mess a little bit here.
I'll go through and check out the Jem'Hadar.
The
Anything
plant
I
seems to
can
be
salvage?
happily feeding on them. They are completely subdued.
I'll check to see if they had any devices fall to the ground.
Not without putting yourself at risk. The plant still has more tendrils that could hook
okay.
you on. So you could try to loot their bodies, but it's a lot of risk.
Leave it.
I tried to roll to keep my composure. I got one success. So you just see like my eyes like welling up as I'm carrying him, like just thinking like both of them gone. Like I'm just thinking in my mind like Ensign Nuree is just getting like carted off by one of these like awful bat creatures or something like that, and then this is a massive failure. And all I can think about in my mind is the pattern buffers that we left next to the shuttle, and what a stupid idea it was to like leave them next to the ship. As I like stumble and almost drop, Ensign Haddock, Ensign Ava is like there to like.
And I'd like to talk through to him, having gone through the occupation and seen this many, many times.
Like I'm shook.
Yeah. Just, you did what you had to do. You did good. You can't save them all. This is the price of this.
Price of what? This goop in a jar? What are we doing out here, Ensign?
We'll find out.
It just ain't
We don't
right.
know all the answers yet.
No,
We gotta get back to the ship.
just like Starfleet. To
I
just
know.
operate half in the dark and leave us out here to die.
I'm with you on that one. But we have the rest of this crew and Nuree to get back to that ship.
Now that I'm back at Nuree, now we're carrying Ensign Nuree and look at the commander. We should keep moving.
Maybe place his body.
We went for quite some time. It would be a mighty backtrack to go put this guy in a lake.
Is there a lake close by?
This is
Another
close by.
lake?
This is the second lake.
Let's go to the second lake.
I'll carry him. I was just kind of like fireman carry him. You're right. Why don't y'all press ahead? Ensign, Ava, and I will make sure Haddock's put to rest properly. Dignified. We'll be right behind you.
Thanks.
Stay open combat. Open comms,
Open
please.
calls. So,
Open comms. Get back to the ship. Get back to the shuttle. Use that pattern buffer immediately. Forget the shuttle.
aye, sir.
And we'll go and take Ensign Haddock to rest in a respectful manner.
Yeah, as you like place his body into the water, you see like as like the sun fades from the sky, all the little organisms that you were afraid were going to get into your system all begin to bioluminesce in this beautiful light shade of green that just surrounds his body as it just floats, almost like they've like taken it from you, and the body begins to sink into the pit as the two of you then return to the rest of the group. And when we think about dear sweet Ensign Haddock, we're going to go to break. And we will be back in a few minutes to hopefully escape this planet. Oh, hey there, Questliners, and welcome back to Star Trek Binary. We just lost a member of our crew. A valued member of this away team, Ensign Haddock, did his duty and protected his crew to the best of his abilities. As our team continues their flight from the Jem'Hadar through the jungle back to their shuttlecraft, where hopefully they can get back to the Binary and retrieve the important part of their mission, the biomimetic gel that was discovered on this planet by the Temerians. As you continue to head back to your ship, you meet back up after dealing with a little funeral rite of putting Haddock into the lake of this world.
On your right. As we kind of like join the path, like trekking through, we meet up with all of you. Like, all right, get us out of here right now. Full speed ahead. We're gonna probably end up having to stop later tonight. Let's make as much ground from the noise we just had as possible. Good work, everybody. Stay focused. We're not through it yet.
Commander, if I may.
Of course.
For our canteens, we'll just have a toast to Haddock. He never floundered.
I'll drink to that.
Haddock, he never floundered.
We heard you the first time, Ensign.
He was just letting it sink in. Let's get moving.
As you head on to with Ensign Ava, always being vigilant, you do not encounter any more dangers on your way back to the shuttle site, the landing site. However, you return to the thing and you notice that Ensign Nuree is kind of unsettled a bit. You do a quick scan and see like they aren't doing well. This has been a lot of travel. Their bandages are being changed like every hour. Like they're running low on blood. They probably need a transfusion, which none of you can give, nor can you do in the middle of a jungle. But you are back at your shuttle.
Systems online.
I give you Ensign Nuree.
Oh.
Take the pattern buffer. Get up there right now. Binary. Do you copy? This is a way team. Commander Wrester.
It's still fritzing a little bit. You can try and use the stronger transmitter that's on the shuttle.
Get us connected. We need this pattern buffer teleporting us in the next minute.
If I may, I know the shuttle inside and out, and I can obviously use my flight controller to analyze the technology related to.
I take her. Get.
Yes, thank you.
So you can.
2 successes
Oh, nice.
Okay.
using the ship.
This is Captain Corryn Sparrow to away team. I can hear you now.
Commander?
Good work. We need to beam out right now. As many as you can. Ensign Nuree, right now. Can you lock onto her signal?
You're gonna have to set up the transport enhancers.
They're set up. Let's go. Turn them on.
Then, by all means, Commander, put her into the field. Place her in there. You see a whir of activity as their transporters initiate, and they beam her up.
Great. Ensign Levine, you're up next. Ensign Ava, give us a once-over. Do not try to activate that ship. There's no telling whether or not they might have booby-trapped this thing.
You see Levine dematerialize, and then your combat shields off. Commander, I'm going to have to raise shields. We've detected Jem'Hadar approaching our position. They're going to be here within a minute.
Is Ensign...
They somehow masked their signature as they came around the side of the moon. We'll be back for you. Try to get up to orbit, and we will come back for you. I'm going to try and take invasive action and take him out.
Best
This
luck.
is a... Shh.
You hear that, Lieutenant Commander? Everybody on the shuttle. Right now.
I'm pretty sure I know the shuttle inside and out, so I can analyze to see if there actually is any booby traps.
Yeah. Scan for tampering. Why don't you give the outside a once around?
Give
Jem'Hadar got me shook.
All right. Checking for evidence of sabotage.
Sabotage is
Difficulty of 3.
difficulty of 3. Okay. Use a momentum for 3 dice. Or for an extra die. And obviously control and con.
Yeah. For each success, you will gain a piece of information.
So 1 success, but a critical fail.
Okay. So you do notice that the ship has been tampered with.
Yes.
It seems that the impulse engine has been kind of taken apart.
Okay.
Not by someone that knows what they're doing. Kind of smashed a bit.
But I can put it together.
You could probably fix it. You fail to notice a few other things, though. You're very focused on this.
Okay. But I can get the propulsion
You
active.
can get propulsion active.
Okay. I mean,
Good catch, Lieutenant Commander. How can I help? And I'll just kind of like pop one of the panels off, like, oh yeah.
Definitely an engineering check to fix this. It will be a difficulty of 2 to kind of get it worthy enough to get into orbit.
okay. Okay.
How good's your engineering?
My engineering is 2.
I got 4.
Well,
mine's also
looks like you're
It's
both
Hanson.
engineers.
Why don't you get over here and give us a hand?
But because of my flight controller talents, I can use con instead of engineering. So I would have a
Right.
success of 5.
So I have technical expertise. Whenever you attempt a task that is assisted by the ship's computers or sensors, you may re-roll 1d20.
Neither is applicable.
This is the shuttle, not the
Yes.
ship.
It's a type of ship. I know where you're going.
Computers.
It was
Yeah, but not like that.
While this is
valid
happening,
attempt.
can I
Valid.
do a sweep? I would like to use insight and security.
Reminder,
What is-
it's a difficulty 3 to detect anything shrouded.
Yes, but with constantly washing, I reduce the difficulty by 1. So
That's the- I
oh,
already
you're
did the
doing
math,
it.
yep.
Damn it! Come
so-
on, 2.
Insight.
You have some momentum left.
I would like to use it.
Okay.
Hiya!
Got a success.
I got 1 success if I was just scanning the ship.
Okay.
2 successes.
That's pretty good. You're looking around. You don't notice anything shrouded, but because of your ability, you do notice that some of the grass is kind of dented in around the ship. Take that as you will.
I'm suspicious.
2 successes?
1 success.
1 success? You kind of patch it together. You got 1 shot to kind of get into orbit. It might crap out on you mid-flight. It's gonna be tough.
Good thing I'm a darn good pilot,
We might have company.
as expected.
Your scans just kind of reveal the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
there might be company. The systems that were being worked on are kind of fixed, but not expertly by any means.
Okay.
I'll just repatch the integrity coil matrix. You got it.
Oh.
Powers up.
Systems are online, sir.
Let's stay below the ionosphere. I don't want to get up there right away. We might. They sounded like they might be doing some hit and run, and we might complicate something fierce. So
Staying-
let's give them a moment to evade. See how far we can get. Maybe we can scan for some
Long range
cover.
scan, sir.
Okay.
Staying close to the canopy.
Weapons up.
Yeah, as you go
Whatever we
to
got.
as you go to raise the bay door of the shuttle,
Yeah.
you see several shots ring out as several Jem'Hadar unshroud and begin opening fire on you. The opening volley hits into the shuttle, and we are going to begin a round of conflict.
But of course.
Starting with y'all.
So they've shot at us as the door's closing. Are we?
It's not closed.
taking
It's
off?
like you're about to do takeoff procedure,
We're dead to rights.
and it's not. You haven't taken off yet.
Can just start flying.
You can try.
Yeah, let's get the heck out of here.
Would you all like to use your action to fly?
I am. Currently, I'm
Yeah,
trying to.
I got that panel open, and I'm just gonna like Like, go!
I am going to shoot at your ship.
Shoot
I'm going to
them.
spread some threat here
Would.
Red alert!
to give this plenty of success. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ouch.
Your ship gets rocked by fire from these weapons, doing significant damage to your engines as you come crashing back down.
Hold on!
Gliding into safe landing, sir.
Yeah, you give me a piloting check. Let's see what your con and daring for a good landing.
You want to go with daring?
I don't think control applies this moment.
Yeah, okay. Daring and con? Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's 14. Yeah, okay, 2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, you are able to kind of right the ship, and as you make your first touchdown, kind of pull up on it so that you just skim to a stop, sliding into a tree, and kind of using that to prop the rest of your impulse engine on it. As you are safe, there are no injuries from this landing.
Okay.
What kind of weapons does the shuttle have, and can I fire them at them as we're going down?
There's only a forward-facing phaser bank, and your forward-facing part is in the dirt.
It's not where it needs to be. Never mind.
Press the button, but the
You will have to fight your way out of this.
While we were trying to take off, I wanted to take a quick scan and explore this shroud. While I may be a communications officer, I do have some background in exotic energy source technologies.
Cool.
I rolled a couple, 1 critical success and 1 success. Do I have any insight as to how, if they shroud up again, I can really how to track them?
Yeah, you know that the shroud involves it's a genetic ability. It's natural. It's not
It's not.
It's not technology.
Okay.
Well, it's technology just well beyond your understanding of what technology is, since it's got organic components and genetics.
So it's not just pure energy source?
No.
Okay.
What Starfleet Intelligence has let everyone know about this shrouding ability is it is dependent on them having a large amount of Ketracel white in their system.
Okay.
So they consume the white more quickly when they're shrouded.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay, everybody off. Let's go. Incident.
So they're at a medium range from you, where you are right now. You can take the first shots.
Yes, sir. How many are there?
3.
There's only 3. Okay.
Only.
Well, I thought it was gonna be way worse.
Okay.
Okay, so I would like to fire my phaser at it, and then with fire at will, so capable of tracking multiple targets and making multiple attacks against them with great effect. So whenever the character makes a ranged weapon attack and then uses swift task momentum, they can make a second ranged attack.
Right.
And they may ignore normal difficulty increases. So 2 attacks?
2 attacks. Same target if you want.
Okay.
Can I use call to action to, in a conflict, a character may use prepare minor action so you can aim.
I mean, that would be good. Might be
Great.
good.
I just kind of I just take a knee, as they start shooting, I take a knee and I just kind of pat my shoulder and you just put your phaser rifle.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'd like to spend a determination.
Oh yeah, do it.
Using courage, the courage of the spirit of discovery. To add, spend 1 determination, add 3 points to the group momentum pool.
Ooh.
That's huge.
Dun dun dun.
You got this, Commander.
We'll give you
and Ensign.
+1.
I believe in you.
Daring and security?
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, you need a 1. Make your attack.
What's the difficulty?
1.
Okay.
I got no successes, so this is gonna suck.
2 successes.
Yeah, you gain some momentum as you hit. Roll your damage. I'm gonna roll resistance. That's not how you roll resistance.
And it's 3s and 4s out?
Yes. I mean, it is how you roll resistance. It just was terrible.
1 1. 3 2s, a 5, and a 6.
Yeah, and this is lethal? Or not? Because
Yeah.
if it is lethal, then I get to add threat.
Oh yeah, do it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
So,
That was attack
describe
one.
how you take out the first Jem'Hadar with your opening volley.
With my opening volley. So I'm assuming 3 kind of stack like this. So I want to just, my warning shot, I'm going to go for the middle one and just explode him onto the other 2, trying to make sure, trying to get them to, throw them off of them attacking us.
Yeah, you set your phaser to illegal.
Yeah, fire's right next to my head. Like, that is not protocol.
Yeah, this is like the setting that Picard and Riker used on those crazy mind aliens that we sometimes talk about, sometimes not. What? It was a wild season.
It was.
That's one down. There's 2 left. You make your second attack.
Yeah, I do.
Lieutenant Commander Nostrom gets all dizzy from the amount of discouragement from them. Ugh.
Oh, remember, you can't read them, actually. They're jumping.
Oh, right. Well, I witnessed their
You witnessed it. You can feel what everyone else is feeling on your
you
side. maybe.
felt. It
One
was the
success.
excitement.
Yeah.
I gotta roll.
Great shot.
What? Yeah, you hit.
Yeah.
Thanks to the aiming help of your commanding officer.
Nice shot. Second.
Second cell.
Oh, I resist 2 damage. Or 2 strength.
No, they can fire.
1 1,
fast.
2 5s, and a 6.
What is your added effect with your weapon? High yield? Or is
For
it
phaser is just charge.
charge? Okay. So extra damage for each of those. You are going to cause an injury.
Excellent.
Roll a d20 for me.
5.
Sweet. And at medium range. You hit him on the left knee as he goes down.
Right in the knee.
You see, he's struggling to maintain his balance as he falls over into the and goes prone. You've effectively mangled this knee. He's not going to get back up easily, but still alive.
Unfortunate.
Okay, moving along. Who else is taking an attack here?
I kind of helped, so these 2.
Yep. Hanson.
Well, I spent Spirit of Discovery.
Yep.
So
Okay, so that's gonna be your turn.
Do you have enough people to fight off these 3 while I can still
2.
take a look at the ship? Oh, I guess now 2 because they're
1 and a
friends.
half.
1 1/2.
I can still try and take a look at the ship because we don't really have any other options. So
Top of the round, I go again.
They're gonna go first though.
Oh, damn it.
I'm gonna pick a target.
Get this door closed.
yeah.
Taking a shot at you. Actually, he's gonna aim it into the center of the ship. You are
Deflect. Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
The momentum
I'm gonna
changed the
spend it.
franchise.
Spending the threat
Easy
here,
to
I'm gonna
Kylo.
create an advantage for him to hit, and he will get 3 successes.
Okay.
Do you have resistance?
I don't know.
3s and 4s, 6
Where
and
do I look
4s.
at that? Where's resistance?
Disciplines underneath.
No, you don't.
Yeah, it would be on.
No, I have 0 resistance.
Makes sense. Okay, so that is 2, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Ouch.
So you will take an injury.
Your
Okay.
stress.
So it's 6 stress?
Yep.
Okay.
Ouch.
But at range. Yeah, and because you're still kind of seated trying to make repairs, this shot hits you right next to your spine.
Ouch.
Yeah, you're still able to move, but you've taken a pretty hefty hit here.
I'm sorry I didn't catch that. Sorry.
You're almost immobilized by this.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be tough.
So I'm stuck on the ship, regardless.
Well, we'll see.
Run over and try and
And of course, your blood can't clot.
yeah.
Yay!
And
Come and help
Sam
you.
would like to reach.
The one that's like on the ground is kind of like squirming around. Is gonna try and shoot at the ship. And actually hits the ship. We'll do some moderate damage to the systems. This will take time to repair.
Okay.
All right.
But yeah, take it away. You want to take another shot?
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Get off the ship. Everybody off the ship.
Ow. Serious ow
Yeah.
there.
I'm trying to help him on the ship. Spinal injury.
Taking a shot at the one that's still standing.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little
Principal.
And it's still difficulty of 1.
2.
It's 2. I take
You-
momentum.
And would you like to aim on your own? Because you can just aim.
I can just do that?
It means you only get 1 attack.
Fine. Yes, I would like to aim.
Let's go. So 1. And I've still
3 successes.
Okay, I get actually enough successes back to take a shot back at you as you're hitting him. So do your damage, and I'll resist. And then he's also going to roll to hit you. That's really high and a complication. Only 4s and 3s, so I resist no damage there.
I have 3 5s and a 1.
3 5s and a 1, so and your effect is extra, so 2, 4, 6, 7 damage. He's going to take an injury, roll a d20.
8.
And at this range, again, hitting him on left. You're just taking out
I like
knees
the
today.
knees.
You have a need for knees. It's mighty strong. As this happens, though, you see like you've also like you've grazed something that was down there, and you see like a surge of energy as like this shock emits over his whole body as he goes down. You shorted out part of his power pack.
Excellent.
There's one enemy that is still on the ground. What would you like to do?
Somebody shoot.
Clear the distance.
Cry out in pain.
Okay.
I'm trying to render first aid.
Yep.
Help
Please.
me.
2 successes.
2 successes is what you need. You are able to assist with that. Hang on.
Med kit. Sleep.
You're able to repair some of the, like you take out a general regenerator from the shuttle's med kit and just kind of like wave it over the area, realizing you need a bone regenerator. You also wave that over the area, and you've kind of like stapled him together enough that he will make it for the next. He'll still need major medical attention, but for now, you've patched him together.
You're stabilized.
Yay!
Oh, I forgot. There's injuries happening. Yeah, so injuries give me also threat. To you. One enemy left. Medium range though, so you can't quite close the
I
distance.
couldn't quite close the distance.
Or you could, but you wouldn't be able to do anything to finish.
Can I do the same thing? I'll aim. Let's go. You did my. You gave me your shoulder. I'll give you mine.
You aimed and then shot.
Oh, sorry.
You couldn't come with me.
Double aim.
No, I'll say everybody off the ship, and I'll just like look at you like everybody off the ship, help, and I'll just clear the distance, and I will get right in the Jem'Hadar's face.
Okay. Yep. This
Like,
increases.
knife
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
Because you got a melee range.
And as I like
range.
run up, I'm just like by Starfleet Federation, Order 6532, with emergency activation powers, you are under arrest! And I like run and jump towards them, knowing that I'm just in a Jem'Hadar's face now.
Okay.
Not a good place.
As you finish your turns, last Jem'Hadar is going to go. He's going to turn victory is life and try to shoot you point blank.
Can I use a cost or momentum, 2 momentum to create an advantage in this scene?
Or a disadvantage for him?
Or a disadvantage for him, yeah. that's
Okay,
even
yep.
better.
And because you're within reach, the complication range is already going up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to say this is going to be really hard to hit you.
Take one for the team. For a headache.
He only gets 1 success, so will miss you.
Okay.
And takes a complication. Make an attack of your own.
I would like to use Terran Double Hand, as I'm a specialist in
Yep, let's go.
And this will have mean right hook, one of my talents as well.
Terran double hand. Also, a close second is a Kirkfu.
Kirkfu, yes, those are 2 successes. So I called it Kirkfu, but then I kept watching more and more of it, and I was just like, oh, it's all over the place. This is how humans attack.
Not just humans, sometimes Klingons too.
Well, I mean, that was probably Worf's problem, honestly. He kept getting his ass kicked until he took up the backline.
Roll the damage for your knife.
What was that? I got it here.
Commander getting right.
3d6 with vicious. 2 6s and a 4.
Yeah, so you activate your vicious effect. How do you end this Jem'Hadar?
I just grab the gun as it fires and put my knife in the trigger of it and just turn so it fires again, but he has no way of holding onto it anymore. And then I just wrap it around the kestrel white, and I just pull it tight against the flat of the blade, and I just lean his head back do you submit?
Victory is life.
Yeah.
Braddock. Turn around everybody off the darn ship! What's going on in there?
You off.
Yeah, you see Nostrom's barely.
Shit! Do you hear it? Do you copy?
Captain does not respond to you.
I look at the back of the ship and I see how we tied the pylons for the pattern buffer into the ship, and I just see them 2 of them dangling across and the wire all frayed. Yeah, we did not unplug those. And I just keep running up to the rest of them.
Back on the ship, I guess. Dragging you back on.
No, stay off the ship. We don't know what kind of condition it's in. Let's treat this wound out here. Ava, I need a perimeter.
All right,
yesterday.
let's go.
While my wounds are being attended, I'm still gonna scan the ship.
The true soldier.
Yeah.
Music to my ears.
Yeah, the ship will take hours to repair.
Do I have hours?
4 hours to repair the ship.
Okay.
Do you have 4 hours? No.
Why are you so mean today?
You want to do a scan of the binary? Try and scan through the interference?
Yes. I most definitely do.
While the ship's engines and weapons are offline, there are other systems that are still working.
How is it Ensign Levine?
Transported away.
Oh, right. Okay, good.
Critical success and a success.
Oh, wow. Okay. Gaining some momentum here.
Binary. Can you hear me?
You aren't able to establish communications, but you are able to get a sensor scan of what's going on in orbit as there was a battle that had taken place, and you can see that both ships are heavily damaged and are currently not powered.
Oh. Commander, some interesting news.
Read them.
There's no power up there. The ships are still there, but there's no power.
That is terrible, terrible news. As I lean down next to Lieutenant Commander Nostrom. Mr. Nostrom, hold it. You all right? Are you holding together?
I just wanted to fly the shuttle, sir.
That shot went right into you. That final, first aid. Is this the best you can do? Is this everything we got?
We're under fire, sir. Again, I'm a communications officer, not a doctor.
What about the ship? What do you know about the ship? What do you know about the ship? Go to sleep on me, goddammit!
The ship. Yes, sir, the ship. What about it?
It's inoperable at the moment, but can be fixed. Hard to get to.
Safe. I kind of sit you up a little bit. Stay on it. We lose him, we lose you. Come on, let's go.
I could get a shot of adrenaline, sir.
Whatever if I had it.
Yeah, for the moment, you've stabilized, but if you don't receive medical attention soon,
All right.
you won't be stable for much longer.
Okay.
options around you. You do still have the transport enhancers that are set up.
Okay.
Start working on those. How much power we got in this ship left? Can I like just reroute
If you
everything?
reroute everything, you could beam all of you up to the binary.
And
That sounds like
power's
a
down,
good-
shields
Should just did
are
that in the
off.
first place.
Because their shields are off, yes.
I can't use these weapons.
Oh, because the shields were up and we lost communication.
It could be a
That's why
hostile
we did.
situation, sir.
The
Probably.
Jem'Hadar engage them in battle.
Ah, yes, yes.
So they had
you're
to
with
break
me.
shields.
Let's go. We need to set that frequency right. We need to get through this like optical mesosphere interference and get back onto that ship. The power is down. They need our help.
All right, I'll grab the matter enhancement generator.
I stick like and fix like the what's left of it. Like we might have to go one at a time. I don't know yet. It's like now like where the like circle was like 10 feet wide. It's like 5 feet wide.
It can get you all if you in one go.
Yeah. It's gonna be a tight one.
So to make this happen, we'll need an engineering check.
Yes. I would suggest.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, usually like we work as a team, and so describing what each actions are, and then
Yeah.
everyone can contribute.
Well, engineering check, just because messing around. You know what? I got 2 successes. You know,
I think it could work.
But now that I'll stabilize, I'm more conscious, and I would also like to assist with derouting the power from the shuttle to tie into the transmitters.
Everything you got, Lieutenant Commander.
This weapon isn't doing anything pointing in the dirt, so
Yeah.
So
take this.
making it an extended task. We're looking for a total of 5 overall successes for that breakthrough. We've got 2 that are contributing. What you are rerouting powder?
Yes.
Is that also like using your con and
Conn
abilities?
and well, it's control and con.
Yep.
And I would like to use a momentum.
Okay.
Add a little extra die.
Sure.
Yeah, that's about what I can do. Here we go. Right on there. Maybe that's what the problem was. 3 successes.
nice.
Nailed it.
Yeah. The 2 of you working in tandem. There's no weapons available, so there's nothing for you to transfer. You're like holding on to your phasers, like
Just
Yeah, 2 of us are just on lookout.
Yeah,
Any
I'm just
more
watching.
shrouds?
And I'm just.
There's another dose.
Federation just loves them Shakespearean
really
types, don't they?
They
It's
do.
just something fierce.
as this all comes about, you are able to transfer enough power into your transporter system and take all the power out of the shuttle into this one transport. Using the pattern enhancers, you are able to get through the ionizing radiation and interference that is in the atmosphere as you rematerialize on the bridge of the binary.
About me.
You just see the captain like full speed. Well, that's one way to make an entrance, Commander.
Well, you know me. I like to beam everywhere I go. Is the sick bay available?
Pretty full, but get on down there.
I take him up like
Like,
turbo
I need
lift.
help on the bridge here. I'm the only officer left. And you see, like, slumped over in the chairs all around you. At what are normally your stations, consoles have exploded, and the captain's the only one alive on the bridge.
What the
Volunteer.
hell happened?
my weapons.
I'm not sure, but they've managed to penetrate our shields and do significant damage to our ship before we were able to disable them.
Are they still in red alert?
Are we Oh, I suppose so.
Yay!
You say, like, goes like, I just wanted a moment of peace and quiet.
I mean, who said that?
Clacks and wails.
You know, we don't have time for this. Computer, transfer EMH to the bridge. And you see the hollow projectors that have been installed on the bridge for battle scenarios such as this.
Yeah.
As the EMH Mark III appears in front of you. Please state that I have patients in sickbay, Captain. You can't just. Oh my. And he begins to like scan. Well,
Yeah, I'll just hold him up.
Weekend at Bernie style.
I don't have enough transporter power left to send him to the sickbay captain, but I can keep him on his feet. As the EMH.
He doesn't need to be on his feet. He's at Conn. And I'm like, stick him in the chair.
Administering another hypo spray to you. This will keep you stable.
Okay.
Shook, but like it's possible to survive.
Okay.
Please reduce your threat by 3. Or the
Stress?
Stress by 3.
Thank God. Because I was hurt.
And the
It's Neva,
animation-
clear these stations, please.
They're in
Respectfully.
stations.
Oh, Ensign Hanson, I need to know everything about what's going on outside. What's happening on this ship? Are they aboard?
First things first, Commander. Computer, transfer EMH back to sickbay. You see, no, and off he goes. We need to get main power back. We need to stabilize our antimatter flow and reactivate the warp core. Once we do that, we'll have power back to our weapons and blow those Jem'Hadar to hell. Commander, did you retrieve the sample?
We did. Ensign Hanson.
It's good to have you back, Hanson. I'm glad you could bring this sample.
Amazing that you figured that out.
Ensign,
It's huge. We would know if you have it.
big jaw.
You have it. Maybe in the transporter room.
No.
Well, we know where it is.
It's on the surface, sir. I'm sorry.
What?
I must have left it behind when we were launching our ambush. I'm sorry, sir.
All right. No, sir, we did not retrieve the sample. We lost Ensign Haddock in the mix.
So I've heard. We can talk about that later. Right now, one of you needs to get down to engineering
On it.
and assist Lieutenant Dixon in restoring main power.
Trying, sir. We'll call it
Is
60%.
turbo lift working, or am I going for Jeffries?
I gotta walk through those Jeffries tubes. Give me a fitness check.
All right.
Fitness and
I like open it and like, oh yeah, read about this so many times. Like in all those things I read about. And I never had to do that in training. Here we go. Fitness and security.
yes.
2 successes.
You make pretty good time through the Jeffries tubes. You've memorized them, and it's a smaller ship, so it doesn't take you as long to go down 8 decks from the bridge to engineering. As you get into engineering, you see that Lieutenant Dixon's the only one left down here. Oh, sir.
Oh my God. Lieutenant Dixon. Kind of like
You see, like, he's got a massive head wound that's still kind of bleeding. Don't worry about
reach into
that.
my belt and I like pull out like my canteen, my like little water canteen.
We don't have time for that.
Take
We
it,
need to
drink
return.
it. You got time for it.
Roll command. And control.
2 successes.
Very well, sir. You see like plasma burns covering like half of his body. Like he's pretty beat up. You can see that conduit, like EPS conduits have exploded all around the engineering bay here. The antimatter reaction of the warp core has gone cold. Well, it's not
Okay,
good, sir.
you just stay here at the console. Walk me through it, right? You hear?
Any chance you brought the shuttle back?
No.
Well,
Went down pretty hard. The Jem'Hadar are everywhere. I think they're looking for that sample.
Jem'Hadar everywhere. Oh, there we are at war, sir. Let's try to get this reaction started. We're going to need dilithium crystals and...
I go full O'Brien.
What is it,
Let's
your
go.
birthday?
Did anyone else go with the commander? Or you're staying? You're on the
Everybody's-
con. You're at tactical.
Yeah.
It's kind of not lit up, but
Can I suggest that this one goes back down and gets that sample and comes back up?
There are no transporters. There's no possible way for him to get
There's
back
another
onto
shuttle.
the surface. There are smaller shuttlecraft. Yes, you did take the Wave Rider, the captain's yacht, down.
Not a scratch.
The yacht.
Hanson, you're staying on the bridge. You're going down to help in engineering.
I was told to try and gather information about outside, so I'm gonna try and see what the Jem'Hadar ship's up to.
Yeah, with minimal power, make a sensor check.
I will go down to.
So because you are on the ship, the main computer is functioning.
Okay.
So you can roll for the computer first.
Yep.
And you're trying to beat the sensor check on your ship, which is 12.
We may not have warp core, but do we have impulse power?
No,
No.
the impulse reactors are cold.
1 success.
Maneuvering thrusters, surprisingly, are still active.
Oh, hot diggity. Beep, boop, yep.
Like spin the ship.
Perfect with the music.
Sorry, how many success?
There was
how'd the
1
ship
success
do?
on the ship.
Okay, so it's not enough to help you, but continue.
And 1 success. On
1 success total. Yeah, these sensors, like half of your panels aren't lit up. You like open it up, rearrange some of the chips inside. That gives you a little bit more stability as your sensors report that the enemy ship is still unpowered.
Okay.
You don't get a sense of how many there are on board or how quickly they might recover, but you will know when they have power back to their ship.
Do we have access to our torpedoes
No.
or phasers?
You could do a manual launch of your torpedoes,
I can?
but the ship is not in the best position to make a shot.
I can
Can he
maneuver
spin
it.
us?
I can maneuver it
maneuver
towards
it.
the ship. That's what I was getting at. That's all I'm
You're
trying
like
to
halfway
say.
down the Jeffrey tubes. And
We're
you're
like, wait,
pass.
I can do that?
So you can attempt to line up a shot. The captain looks at you. If you mess this up, though, we're dead. A manual launch of a torpedo that doesn't fire stays in the ship.
I mean,
Either we have to try something.
So
I'm in.
Oh, wait, who said that?
you can
Twist my arm.
you can position the ship with your con check. It is a difficulty of 3 to fire this torpedo. Until main power comes back up, in which case you might be able to do this.
Okay, and what is my diff?
To maneuver the ship, also with 3.
What?
Because you're not powered.
Beep, boop, 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 boop.
Do you want it to be a 4, Command Lieutenant?
I would like to increase the stress to gather a die.
Okay. Yeah, adding a threat.
Or yeah, threats, not stress.
Yeah, helping out in engineering. Do you want
Oh yeah.
the lieutenant to do this check and you help in command, or do you want to actually physically do
I'll
it?
do it.
Okay, he'll offer guidance to you then.
Yeah.
Why? No successes, but a complication.
Shit, was that the water from the fucking pond? Sorry, forgot to tell you, we got an inoculation, just hold on.
Don't mention this in your report to your dads.
For some reason,
Commander.
Pepto-Bismol came to mind.
Overwhelmed by it all. So you two will have a check of 3 to beat.
3. Alright.
Go ahead, position.
Yes. 1, 2. 2 successes.
Initiate training? Is this something
The
you can
former
roll?
initiate? Yeah, I think it's. I have to spend a determination to buy a bonus d20. Yeah.
Yeah, you won't. You don't have a way to. Okay. Okay. You are not able to get the ship to stay in position for long. It's really difficult to like tap back and forth and get the ship to align on the right axis. You keep like overshooting it, undershooting it, and when you do have it in time, it kind of like slips out. This will make your task difficult.
Of course.
So you aren't lined up. You have a chance to shoot, but you might just miss.
How far off are
Still
we?
won't be on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the complications that you can encounter are making your shot while he's trying to still adjust and it's only lining up for moments and then getting out of position
Right.
again. So that means you would just miss. Or if you really mess up, you could blow up your own ship.
Do values come into play for this to help out at all? Not values, right?
How are you challenging your values here?
Right, you have to challenge the values for them to.
You want to blow shit up. Like,
Yeah, I do.
don't see that as...
Yeah, nope.
And
Nope.
while I'm doing this, even like with 2 successes, my focus is like even with like astro navigation, I still can't really add towards that.
Your focus?
Yes.
That increases the range of 1 to whatever your focus attribute is. So if it's like
Right.
3 or 4,
Yeah.
you crit on 1, 2, 3, and 4 then.
Oh, well, I had a 4.
Oh! That changes things. But we're going to see how engineering did.
Very well. I did
Excellent.
3 successes.
Yeah, I mean, spending...
And I'd like to challenge my value. My privilege is not my best quality. As I like go in there to like prove myself as an engineer, like that I can get into the engine and like get it started and not just, like my dads didn't put me here for no good reason and go in there and try and solve it like by changing the deuterium antimatter replicator. And like powering that using like a similar system that we used on the comm tricorder, and just like something very simple but will give like a very sudden burst of energy, and I just use the last of my trinolium wire to
pushing your chief engineer out of the way, like, and just getting to work, like, not because he's not skilled, but because he's wounded, like, he's not all there. You focus in on like your training and having like grown up spaceship to spaceship, like this is second nature to you as you reinitiate and give the chance for the warp core to come back online.
the double nacelles hold a secondary charge. Just like jump starting off the alternator.
As this happens, your training kicks in as all the power returns to your consoles. Hitting back into position, you are able to now line up the ship perfectly and take your shot at a regular 2. Difficulty of 2.
Regular 2? And is this so the ship doesn't help me? Or because the power is back, the
The
ship
ship
can
does help you.
me?
Yep.
Roll for it.
You've got systems back.
Woo!
Shots lined up there.
These are
It's Ava.
torpedo though, so I'm going to add threat.
I had 1 success and a critical fail. I'm not using this dice.
Okay. 1 success is not enough to hit your target. Your torpedo goes...
That was for the ship.
Oh, it doesn't... Okay, that's better.
That is better.
Yeah, now that we're back, and then like, am I assisting her right now?
No, the ship is...
That I rolled for the ship.
Oh, right.
Your job was to get the ship
Right,
lined
okay.
up so that the torpedo tube could shoot. Okay, because of the ship that does it, I'm going to say that your main computer kind of overloads with this task and will be unavailable in the next round should we need that.
Okay. Now I can roll.
Roll for you and don't fuck it up.
Take a die. Take a die.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I would like to take.
Do it.
Increase.
A
Buy
momentum.
the threat.
Yeah, buy the threat. Take a die.
I'm taking a die.
Yep, so you're
That'd be
increasing...
three. What's my? It's 2.
2.
Difficulty of
Difficulty
2?
of 2.
Can I use daring and security?
Daring and security. It seems pretty daring to me.
Right? I think
Taking a
so.
risky shot to destroy your enemy before they come back up.
Determination.
I don't have any.
Oh no.
I know. Ah. 2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, you see like the captain like stand up and like go to like direct you with something, but you've already pushed the button. As the torpedo launches, is this...
Momentum. Use that last momentum for a reroll work. Is this technically a task?
No, but there's successes.
I got it because it was 2
You're good.
successes.
They,
And it was
they,
the
they met
task.
the successes.
Oh yeah, because you.
Because
It's back down to 2 because we all worked in
I completely
tandem.
forgot about the
Firing. Is
focus.
this a photon or is this a quantum? What
I
did you
want it to
shoot?
be a quantum
The-
because let's
yeah,
be
let's
real.
go.
These guys are like, look what they've done to our ship.
You fire a
So-
quantum torpedo. Roll damage. See if this ends their ship.
To be.
And that is 5. And these are high yield.
Just one foot. Yeah, so your 5s and 6s would be 2 damage.
Okay.
While the torpedo's firing, can I scan for any subspace communications they're sending?
Momentarily.
So I got 3 4s. So those are out, right?
Yep, nothing.
So I got a 1 and a 6
A 1 and a 6, and it's
at high yield.
and it's vicious because it's a
Absolutely.
so 1, 2, 3, 4 damage to their hull. And your abilities don't give you an extra die or something.
My abilities, no. No, firing at will.
No, doesn't
Constantly
apply.
what? They're more hand to hand.
Okay, you have severely crippled their ship.
Excellent.
Even further, you see like some of their superstructure begin to collapse. The ship doesn't have long, but that also means that the ship is going to blow up soon.
Cheese it.
I can spin us in circles.
You mean you have power?
I forgot.
Engines. You have impulse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Reverse.
You cheese it.
Back off, back off.
Get us out of here, Lieutenant Commander.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Do a nice 180 and do full impulse power.
Yeah, as you fly off a bit, you just behind you, explosion. You see like a lot of the debris just fall to the surface of the planet, and it doesn't impact your ship at all because you don't have shields right now.
Yay.
We did
Yep.
it.
You did it. You got through.
Barely.
By the skin of your teeth. As the reports come online, you see that the casualty reports start to pour in. You've lost over 45 crew members. For a crew of 80, that's pretty.
That's, yeah. Skeleton crew
all
now.
of my engineers.
Yeah. Dixon's the only one left.
Looks like we're all pulling double shifts.
Triple.
Well, that's a very bad damage report. Ensign, try to establish contact with anyone from Starfleet. Send out an emergency beacon.
Aye. Cancel. Red alert.
Long range comms.
Two
We need to
successes.
send an away team down to the surface.
Two
Successes from the
successes?
ship.
Okay.
And then
So yeah, as you go to open hails and send out a distress call on a Starfleet channel, you see that there is a transmission that is already on its way. As you relay this information to the captain.
Captain, we still have incoming message.
You've well, that was quick. What did you do?
A little too quick.
Seems to be direct from looks like Starfleet.
Starfleet Command. Well, put them on viewer.
On viewer.
Crew of the Binary. A Federation task force is headed to your position now, aboard the USS Ttrpg. Captain Denning will relieve you of the lifeform and reinforce your position. Avoid the Jem'Hadar for as long as you can. Vice Admiral out. Well, you heard Admiral Ross. It seems that this contingency of Starfleet members are on the way. But did I hear that your scans also revealed more Jem'Hadar ships on their way?
They did.
We need an away team to recover
The sample?
the sample. It's not good to get out of here without it. They seem to be pretty keen on getting it back.
Right, well, I did set up the
Can we transport now that we have?
with the enhancers set up the way they
Systems back
are?
online.
Very well.
How are you doing?
I'm in and out of it, sir, but I'm sensing I might be okay.
Good. Well, keep up the good work. We're gonna need it.
Of course, sir.
We lost all of engineering, so I might call on you in short order.
Aye, sir.
Ensign Ava. Should say Lieutenant Ava.
Oh,
Fine shoot.
thank you, sir.
We need your skills now more than ever. We need you on tactics. What do you got coming in, Ensign Hanson?
I believe a minimum of at least 2 ships, possibly more. I'd say we're probably outgunned at this point.
I
Might
would
be
be inclined to agree with you, Captain. I recommend that we take an away team with the shuttle to recover that and meet you on the other side of the planet in a swing move. You just scoop us right up, and we go down, we come up.
We can transport down.
You can transport. Going up and down on the smaller shuttle might be more difficult with the radiation that you encountered.
But with
The
our
shields of the Rave Rider were more than sufficient, but a Type 6 shuttlecraft is not equipped to
I
handle.
understand that. We took precautions before, and it may complicate things, but I don't know how else to recover from the surface.
The transport enhancers will beam you back down there, and that will be your beam in sight. And your beam out sight. You'll need to
Copy
recover
that.
the sample.
Let's go. You get us out of here, keep us hidden, come back.
you and I go down.
We'll have, you said, no, Hanson's coming with us.
Fair.
You have 20 minutes, Commander, and then I'm going to have to get our ship out of here.
Fair.
Can
We can
make
do
it?
this.
All right.
Straight down. It has to be right around where that
Take the
site
pattern
is.
buffer with us. I'll take
Yeah.
More pattern enhancers?
pattern enhancers. Yeah, we'll take those with us, and I'll take like a secondary power source.
Captain, not to second guess the commander, but without fully knowing what this thing was or why we were tasked with this, it seems like we've already paid a high price. Is it worth further endangering the crew that's already skeletal?
Ensign, to quote Admiral Ross, all other duties are suspended for the duration of this mission. It is vital that we get it back.
Orders.
All right.
As we hit the turbo lift, I'll just be like, we don't always get the answers that we're looking for.
No, but all ideas must withstand scrutiny.
Down we go.
Why'd you put it down? As we like go down.
All right.
Yeah, we'll head down to the transporter bay and be transported down.
And while they're down there, I'll work on repairing all cons and shields.
Okay, so the two of you?
3 of us.
3 of you are beamed down to the surface again. Repairs are underway. You get down to the surface and begin to search for the canister that was left behind. Where would you like to start your search?
Did you bring it onto the ship and drop it after we got attacked? Is it on the ship?
It's not on the ship. It is in the woods where we set up our ambush.
Go, let's go.
Let's go.
That's hours away.
We're not gonna make it. All other priority. All right, the 2 of you beam back up. I'll go for it. Come back for me if you can. Dismissed.
I'm staying with you.
Lieutenant. All right. Mr. Hanson, return back to the binary and help in whatever way you can. And keep in mind everything that you said to the captain.
Aye.
And we take off.
You've got to find a way to travel like 6 hours on foot in 20 minutes.
We're not going to be able to do that. Can we...
Took a power pack down with you.
Can we bounce ourselves off that ionic field? And
I think we can.
if we invert that,
I like
then
where
we
you're at.
just bounce
Just
off
bounce and go,
the
yeah.
atmosphere and go to where we think
Right?
we need to be. It's fucking risky. Let's do it.
That's what I live for. Let's do it.
go. And I like put it down like, you got anything for us? What about? Hey, can you do a scan on the ionic field and kind of weigh what we're doing here before you head back?
2 successes.
Wow, you're just a success machine.
Hell yes.
Okay, 2 successes is what you would need to get this piece of information without spending any momentum. So, if you want to travel that distance, you can use the power generator that you brought down with you to power up the transport system on the shuttle, transporting you to where you think you left this piece of
Right.
technology or the canister.
The being.
And you can take with you the pattern enhancers,
And
so
then
that
go
the
from
binary
there.
can then beam you back up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Do I need to roll anything, or is it just he did it?
So
We did it.
you are there.
Well,
in the
it's-
crane. You just
okay, great.
you did it. That's no problem because you brought the power with you. This powered you over there. You are now back at the site where you think you left the canister. You're gonna have to start looking around for it.
Can I do a scan? Try to see, read any of it?
Where was he? We won't be
What
able
time
to
of day
scan
is
it. We had it shielded.
Yeah,
still night?
shit. Okay, constantly watching.
Night. Okay.
Sorry.
Constantly watch. I know that's for attempting danger.
Yeah, it's not.
I just want to look.
I will scan the area. I'll try. Can I use fitness and security to try and like just cover ground as opposed to like doing like a very finite look, like going where he was and like everywhere I could imagine.
Can we
If
split
has,
it
like,
up?
He fucking wandered off in that direction.
Yeah, it's difficulty of 2.
I'll do 2. Okay.
Do I have to roll anything to repair the ship?
I'm gonna roll to repair you actually.
Oh, thank God.
Switching back up to the binary, the EMH reappears on the bridge thanks to the hollow emitters that have been installed there. This is wartime. We're not going to limit you to sickbay. He treats you for your injuries, but because the transport is back up, takes you back to sickbay, puts you on a bio bed, and begins to knit you back together properly.
It's really enjoyable.
Critical success.
Yay!
I'm gonna give you some momentum back
You
because
did
you
it.
did very well there. With 3 successes, is able to fix you up real good.
Sorry, I'm just happy to be alive.
Canada, this is
initiate
not the
process is
holodeck.
so
You do not need to imitate your friend Texas Beans.
Is that getting? Are we streaming that? Can we play D&D to the whole ship? I had no idea we were streaming it.
Seems like the AMH might be a bit of a snoop with your holodeck files.
Yeah.
Medical privilege.
It's like the box office for the ship. Every Friday today on D&D. Anyway.
Back on the surface.
Jokes.
Searching out, how'd you do?
I got a critical success and another success.
Yeah, you did.
Whoa, 3. So again, you're increasing your momentum. You cover a lot of ground quickly. Just this desire to really make you see that the Jem'Hadar have all been consumed. That was pretty
Excellent.
quick.
Sweet.
And the thing.
Their equipment is still there, but yeah.
It's close to the plants,
The
though?
organic components are not.
We don't care.
Okay.
Ensign
You,
Levine was worried about them plants.
Yes.
Look at them, just full right up.
yeah, you,
Might be
you
addicted
do
to
find
Castro White,
the
though.
canister,
Shit,
but
I didn't
only
think about it.
out of a sheer luck.
Yeah, I'm just
kind
like
of
running like full tilt, just step right
Notice
on
that it's
it.
like it's on its side and it's kind of rolled behind a cluster of rocks, and there's a couple that seem to have like fallen on top of it. Like it's almost obscured.
I'll kind of like uncover it, like pull it and look at it. I don't damn.
Seems like containment's still there.
Can I just think like, did Ensign Hanson like hide it so if we got caught they couldn't find it?
Insight and
Like, did he impress me? That's what I
Is
want to know.
this Ensign Hanson?
I'd say that, yeah, insight and security.
Another crit and a 4.
Excellent.
Things are not quite adding up. Why don't you ask him yourself?
Wow.
Right there.
No, we
No,
left
he
him
went
left
back
him behind.
up. Yeah, he's
Oh,
supposed
you
to go
send him back up.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to ask him that yourself then.
Yeah, okay.
He's
It
supposed to be
is
helping
odd.
with repairs.
Yeah, like for it to be in the position it is, like rocks don't just fall.
Right, yeah, no, I get that
In
it was
the jungle.
intentionally played that. I was like curious whether Ensign Hanson like surprised me with like an impressive like maneuver to like hide it, but then forget it like an idiot? Like, but like, you know, good intentions?
I've been
Or was
phased.
this like malicious? Like, did he fucking hide it and forget it?
You've known Ensign Hanson for a long time. That seems unlike Hanson.
Okay.
We
I
got
just
it.
kind of grab it. His hand.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you set up your transport enhancers and signal the binary. They
Yeah,
bring you
binary,
back
we're ready for teleport. Let's go. 2 of them. Right now.
up. You're back up. You make your way where?
I'll take this to the science lab.
Okay.
Get this under containment. And while I'm there, can I like vibe how many science crew did we lose?
Currently, the lab is unmanned. There's no one here. You could restore power to it. A lot of power is being distributed to the engines and trying to get the shields back online and your weapons. If you want, you can divert more power here. I mean, you're down some full phaser power or potentially some shield power, but
Ensign Ava, can you just just sacrifice enough power to create a containment field around this? I don't want it going nowhere, but we're not looking at it.
As long as I can keep my lucky torpedo, yes, sir.
I thought you shot that, and what a damn sight that was! I'll tell you. We could just see the readings in engineers, but I could just imagine how beautiful
It
that
was
was. Just between you and Lieutenant Commander, I see a very promising team. Thank you very much.
All right, diverting some power.
And then we'll continue to the bridge, and I will take every opportunity to see every person that we come across and like check on them and like see if they're like okay. And I'm trying to on the ship effectively like restore like crew support
Morale.
and like morale, like to like make sure people are like doing their duties and like focusing and getting more information about people's situation.
Duties.
And we like make our way to the turbo lift. Just kind of, I'll just like be patting one guy on the back, like keep together. It's like the door's shut. I'll just kind of like take a hold the transport. Thank you, Lieutenant Ava, and I mean that.
It's a pleasure serving with you, sir.
Continue.
it comes out to. Sorry, where were you headed?
The bridge.
Yeah, so you head out on the bridge. You've transferred enough power to the science station and transferred the organism into a stable stasis field so that it can be properly studied as you walk out onto the bridge. Commander, and you see that Nostrom's fully regained their faculties. How did it go?
It was a success. Ensign Hanson wisely hid it off to the side in case we were captured. Unfortunately, in the tragic loss of Ensign Haddock, was left behind. Understandable, of course.
I see. Well, I'm glad you were able to retrieve it. Those were our orders.
And they are under protection now. Where to?
Well, where is the sample, Commander? Can you hand it to me?
It's safe.
Safe where, Commander?
Where we can keep a constant vigil on it. Where are we headed, Commander?
Captain.
Apologies, of course. Captain Sparrow.
I see. Well, I'm glad that you were successful, and good thinking to hide such a valuable thing from the Jem'Hadar and return it here. We should get out of here, and that means we need to set in a course and get out of this sector before those Jem'Hadar show up.
So,
Indeed.
37, Mark 5.
Dude,
Womp. 5?
5 seems a little slow. Or,
We don't want to push our engines just yet, so.
They can take it. Let's go.
Warp 8.
Right.
But we.
Computer, activate program Sparrow 14 Delta. And you see the auto-destruct counters come up onto the screen. I'm afraid I'll be taking that sample as the captain becomes a gooey, morphous, changeling form and shoots up into one of the vents.
I knew it was one or the other.
All of your command codes have been locked out by the captains. The captain is missing. Apparently, a changeling has taken their spot. And you're stuck on the bridge until you can figure a way past those command codes.
Ensign Ava, seize Ensign Hanson, please. Sorry, Lieutenant Ava.
Getting a battlefield commission. Ava seizes Hanson.
What gives?
Tell me more about that sample. Tell me everything you know.
Is this really the time?
The auto-destruct timer counting down from 60.
Hurry up, tell us what you know.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Commander,
I've been stuck
I'd really
in a
like
pattern.
to stop hearing numbers.
Okay.
You try, yeah, you see that it's on silent countdown. You see that your consoles are all displaying it, but it is not.
I mean, stop the countdown. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I'm locked out, sir. There seems to be some kind of...
there's gotta be something we can do. Thoughts?
I can try override.
I'd say we have to try and rush down to protect the sample.
Can I plot a Jeffries 2 route?
You can certainly think of escape routes out of this sector.
Do I know how far away Admiral Ross is going to be, or the ship that's coming to relieve us, or rendezvous with us?
Yeah, an hour away.
An hour away. Okay.
How convenient.
Now I got no
We'll
way.
continue our planning next time on our finale of Star Trek Binary.
I knew it was one or the other.
Before we kick away, let's get through our outros. Playing First Officer.
Talon Wrester. My name's Tim. You can find me on Instagram as Dinosaur and on Fablemancers. From now and then, playing some games.
Lieutenant Commander Kalos Nostrom, a Betazoid Trill. My name is Josh. My name, it goes only so far, but I like to think that I have fun with a lot of these games and these characters. So, thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Tristan. I'm playing Bowie Hanson, otherwise known as Bo to his friends, which apparently I have few at this table. Jeez. I'm happy to fill in and partake in the games, and hope to see me in more in the future.
And I'm Brooke, playing now Lieutenant Ava. Excellent. I'm not great at the social media stuff, but maybe I'll get better. I'm just having a great time playing this game, and thank you for including me in the game.
Oh, truly. Well, thanks belongs to all of y'all. Of course, your audience probably noticed, unfortunately, Lala could not be here for being Ensign Nuree. Our hearts go out to her. She'll be back on streams on this channel soon, and we wish her a speedy recovery.
We love you, Lala.
Love you, Lala.
I'm Sam. I was your game master today and storyteller. You can catch me on social media. Hit me up at Chef Cargs, or you can catch me Wednesdays on Fablemancers playing Stars Without Number. And this weekend, actually, we will be representing Questline on Andrea's Adventures with Adventure Dice, where we are doing a charity stream for cancer research. So stop by all weekend. There's streams and events happening there. You check out our socials and follow those links, and I'll see you over there. Other than that, remember, the dice roll your story, but you weave the tale. Bye!